It is the little things. Okay, so let's see. Where were we?
I believe, a turn outside of combat.
You were, because you had flown away. So you guys had left Kinbrock and journeyed via the carry-on crawler to the chasm on the northern edge of this continent, at the bottom of which you had heard rumored lived the Dracolich that had been harassing the city of the north, but more importantly, camped at its chitinous butt upon the nexus of the necromantic pole of energy for the planet, a place where you needed to go in order to activate and utilize your necromantic key to its best effect. You journeyed into the cavern, climbing down upon a rope, making your way through the ruined city that had fallen into this cavern some 7 or 8 generations ago, as you had heard, and made your way towards the temple dome at the center of the city. As you approached it, Helios taking the lead to kind of move quietly and stealthily through the ruins, came upon the entrance to the dome, and though he was moving very quietly, apparently not quietly enough for the undead ears of the Dracolich, who bellowed a challenge, to which the party answered with combat. We then proceeded to fight.
We didn't try and talk to him. I do regret that.
No.
It had moved out of the hole. It needed to go back in. I'm sorry, I was not strong enough to push it back in.
No, you were not.
You tried, and we appreciate it.
If I had gotten the melee with it, it might have been a different story. Javelins are just not my best tool.
That's right. You threw a bunch of javelins, but you could not stop it from flying up into the air. And when we left off, the Lair had done its deal to damage the strength of everyone in here, specifically Helios and Max. Holland had crawled inside of a rope trick hole because if he were to lose any more strength, he would probably die. I think he's around 2.
He's weak and
yeah, he currently has a strength of 2. All of his halfling brothers and sisters would mock him roundly and severely.
Like, you are less than average strength, fellow halfling.
Okay. And so that was our Lair action. And that brings us to top of round, which is Max.
Okay.
There's now a disc surrounding your token, indicating it is your turn.
Ah, good. No.
That's all that means.
I can't see the...
Ooh, I can.
You're attacking the shadow?
Yes, I'm attacking the shadows immediately next to me.
Okay.
Let's go with the north one first.
18 will definitely hit, and it gets the wisdom saving throw, which it fails. And delete.
Then the final attack will go on the remaining one.
Which, strangely enough, will not hit.
That's fine. I'm gonna, with my bonus action, draw a potion I've been holding on to for a while, and then drink the potion of haste.
Ooh. Potion of haste.
Which, if memory serves, kills that last shadow.
I'm looking at the list, the spell in the compendium, and it doesn't mention anything about shadows.
Yeah, but it gave me another attack.
Yeah, that's definitely probably going to do it. I don't think it has much. I'm just trying to see if there's a haste thing on the status effects here. I don't see one, so I'm just going to give you wings.
Alright.
For now.
I mean, I can modify my character sheet to appropriately apply the bonuses.
We're just going to... I just need to remember that you have it. And that lasts for a minute, yes?
Yes, 1 full minute.
Okay, so I'm going to add a thing here. pretty sure I can do that. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Oh shit!
Pretty sure.
I can use an object during that. That means I could full attack and fire a fireball in a different situation. I need to get more of these potions. This is awesome.
Yes, you get an extra attack. Get an extra action. Okay, so...
Yeah, but it's limited action. So, like, I only get one weapon attack with it. I don't get to do the full fighter shit. But I can also dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. And that is horrifying. Use an object.
Okay.
That does not look like a good save.
No. A 3 is not a good save. It certainly does not prevent him from being destroyed by your magical sword.
S-words.
Okay. And anything else for Max?
I step. Do I get a sense of how far below? No, I must be able to see where the actual nexus is. How far under the floor is it?
You can see that it's probably 10 or 15 feet down.
Start digging.
We'll see what happens next round. That's definitely an option. But that will end my turn. I don't see the. Where's the initiative tracker again?
It's the second one. Looks like a fist. If you right-click on it, it comes up.
Right, and then I can pop it out with something too, right?
If you right-click on it, it pops out.
Gotcha. That's what I wanted. Thank you.
Just gonna pop this over into the wall.
Then roll 20.
Paste.
Oh, and I can hit end turn, and that becomes Dendron. Okay.
All right.
I misspelled haste.
What was that?
Hold on. Just putting something on Max's value. There we go. That way I know that I can decrement the haste every round until it's gone.
Cool. Is that displayed for me?
It's on the initiative tracker.
Okay. See.
I misspelled it, but you know. Okay, Dendron.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's just a thing I put in there. There's a way to do it, but I don't remember how right now.
All right. I forgot that drinking a potion is a bonus action.
Yes, it is.
So if I drink a potion and then just move double, can I make it back to the map?
Yeah, because then you would be using your action and your movement to move, and you would probably wind up pretty much where Helios is at.
Okay.
Ooh, but time pass. How many greater restorations do you have?
Oh yes, this was a topic of some conversation, Tony.
Today I don't know that I have any left. Let me look at my character sheet. I've already cast one on you today.
Yes, you have. Alternately, what does lesser restoration fix?
Aha. I'm sorry. I need to update my character sheet because I also did a scry. Lesser restoration isn't something I chose today.
Well, never mind then.
It's nothing I ever choose.
Understandable. Well, I mean,
Sad.
it depends on if it puts strength points back on the character, man.
Also, I don't appear to have any consumables, so I can't drink a healing potion. So I will just do that double move.
Okay.
It's around where Helios is. I'm gonna kind of slide into here, or at least here. Slide somewhere, right?
Okay.
You're gonna slide approximately 20 feet away from him, so you can't be encapsulated in the same breath weapon.
At least have some cover.
I mean, I can't see you, so I'm just
okay,
just bullshitting.
And then I click and turn.
And it becomes Holland's turn.
Also, I said, "Hi, Helios. How are you doing?"
So Dendron comes running, panting, after having flown away in his eagle form, comes running into the ruined area, waves hello to Helios, and we move to Holland's turn. Who's currently hiding in his rope trick. Is he going to do anything?
I mean, I guess you could probably say he pokes his head out to look, and then pulls it back in.
Okay. He's not going to risk. He's not going to risk another necrotic pulse sucking his last 2 points of strength away.
Yeah, I mean, if he pokes his head out, does he see anything?
He sees what he sees, which is the cloud still floating out inside of the outside of his little structure, and not a whole lot more.
He's already thinking of the future, because that's the kind of guy he is. He's busted out his disguise kit and is trying to make himself look like one of those shadows, just in case we fail.
Oh.
Still trying to sneak out.
Okay. So he's putting on black makeup on his face? Is that what you're telling me, Tony? Is that what you are telling me, Tony? Is that what you are telling me, Tony?
Yes, because I'm not him. I still think of Holland as Niles.
Okay.
It's something I enjoy greatly.
Okay. All right, that's his turn.
That is his turn.
That brings us to Helios.
Yeah, okay, so a little bit of a refresher, if you would. The last time I saw the dragon, how close was it to me? How far away do I think it could move?
It was over here. And you think it can move a long way. It was flying. You've seen it go like 80 plus feet in a turn moving.
Okay, so there was no visibility or prediction of where it could be, no roll I could do.
I mean, you're not sure where it went, man. You were hiding.
Furniture in your house.
No, I was fighting. I ran one
Yeah,
turn.
and then it flew after. It flew up and it shot Dendron with a lightning bolt, and then you lost sight of it.
Okay.
You're not sure where it's at.
All right. I also will drink a potion of haste.
Wait, so if the dragon flew away, did I see it flying in my run back?
I would say no. You wouldn't have. It did not fly over you. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Alright. So movement. Alright. So it would be 15. To get around this cloud, how much would it be from where I am right now? Without
It depends on where you want to go. I mean, you see where the cloud exists.
The southern.
You see where the cloud exists. So,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that it's only if you end your turn in it. One moment, let me just double check that.
I could just cover my mouth with a cloth and run through it or something.
Well, I don't know that that'll work for a magical spell that's going to try to kill you. When you enter the spell for the first time or start your turn there. So.
Okay, so I've already entered it once.
Yes, but if you stop and you start your turn there, you will take damage.
Okay, so I can pass through with impunity now that it's hit me once. I just can't stop.
I think that means.
Go ahead, Tony.
If it appears on you. Go ahead, Zach. You'll explain it better than I.
It's your world, so ultimately it's your decision. I was under the impression that meant if at any point you leave it, you come back into it.
Yeah, I
like
think
you
you're
are
right.
now
Yes.
entering it
Yes,
for
yes,
the
yes.
first time.
You are for the first time this turn. Yes, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no threat to it. It doesn't offer any control. So I would say yes, you are correct. If you enter it, you will take damage.
Okay.
Sorry, Mark.
No.
That's fine. I will just take the damage then. So
You sure?
25.
I mean, I would wait before you do that, Mark. Your character would be aware and would know automatically, like those buildings around you. The rubble isn't very high. It's not like they're complete buildings.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
you can
there's
climb
not
over
much
them.
on them?
It's just it's difficult terrain to go over the building walls.
Yeah, so it's only going to burn 10 feet because it's one tile.
Okay. So starting from the beginning, diagonal 5 down, 10, 15, 20, 30 to get to here.
Mm-hmm.
35, 40, 45 to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 more for this. Would I be inside of it then?
You would be. It'd be 50.
Yeah, except for I can't move through walls. So
I will move you. I will move you. Hold on.
Oh.
There you go.
Hey, it's Dendron.
Now it's Holland.
Oh, no, that's Holland.
Holland.
But you don't see Holland. You see a rope leading to a hole in space. A thing you are familiar with, as it has saved your life at least once.
Okay, 55.
In his case, it really was in space.
60.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my action and my... Or no, that was my cutting action and my move so
Yep.
far.
Yeah.
And I have 2 actions left for my action, and I'll do a dash, so that's 30 more.
Okay, but you have 2 actions or you have 2 attacks?
Yeah, I'm using my normal action.
To move.
He's not talking about an additional action. He's talking about his actual action.
Yeah, I
Okay.
still have the
Previously,
additional in
you
the
used
pocket.
it.
That's my attack. I figured it was just attack or something.
Okay.
Okay, so 5.
Oh, wait, no, you
I got
you
20
meant
left.
because of the haste. Gotcha.
When did you get a haste potion?
When everybody got haste potion, I have 2 of them.
Yeah,
Do
no,
you?
everyone should be carrying at least one.
I have a face potion?
Yeah,
Oh, I
haste,
see him.
haste
I will take
and
my shot.
fire resistance.
I don't see a
Bought
haste potion on your
extra.
character sheet, but okay. You're gonna take a shot then, huh?
Yeah,
As you move into position to take your shot, you can see the kind of the blue, fiery eyes of the Dracolich kind of looking at you, and it kind of swivels its chitinous neck towards you, and you hear this resounding word echo across the chasm. And you, my friend.
Was it doing this as a reaction?
It held its action. Or stunned.
Motherfucker.
So Helios is stunned.
That is a fucking heavy hit.
It's 60 feet, though. That's more than 60 feet.
Is it?
Let's take a look.
Oh, you're right. It's 80. All right. You're okay. We'll let that go then.
Then I will shoot you.
All right. Make your attack. I should have measured it.
Okay.
It's my fault.
No, it's all good.
Make your attack. You got advantage because it's your oath bow, right?
Yeah. The oath bow is roll.
24 roll hit. That's for sure.
It's like the hits. Yeah.
And then you have to manual your 3d8, right? Is that
Yeah.
what it was?
I didn't get
Oh,
it
and
set
then
up.
your sneak.
Bam. So 30.
But don't forget the oath bow itself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The 3d6.
30.
Or wait, 3d10.
No.
I don't think 10 was
3d8.
somewhere.
3d8.
It's either 3d6 or 3d8.
Pretty sure it's 3d8. Let's just double
Alright.
check it. Oath bow.
52 then total.
How much? 19, so 33, 42,
50. 30, 40,
30,
50.
40, 52.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and that was everything I had for my turn.
All right, end your turn.
Oh, buddy. I'm concerned about you being on that.
On the combat tracker.
There's terrible stuff that can happen to me. Where was it?
Open the combat tracker, which is the fist next to the chat. Right click it. It'll pop it out, and then there'll be an intern button. There you go. All right. So that's all you've got. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to move up to here. And I think instead of the power word stun, since you did so much damage and you seem to be the heavy hitter, we're going to do something worse.
You cut out a little there.
Yeah, no, that was completely unaudible.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Doing an effect to build the.
No, to build the tension. No.
What happened?
So instead of the stun, since you just heard it a lot, we're going to go with this one. You die.
Oh shit. Which of me do you hit?
Doesn't matter. It's not a targeted spell.
But it's one creature you can see, and I have
Mirror image does not affect this kind of spell. It has to be a targeted spell. Target spell or attack. You die.
What? Okay. I guess I'm dead.
It's only got one of them.
Suck it, Mark.
So, there you go.
Wait a minute, that's not good.
I'm gonna look at my details, but probably I'm dead. I don't know.
You don't have 100 hit points, so you are.
Well, no, I may have some detail of my class that enables me to have some resistance or damage.
I don't think you do.
Yeah,
Oh.
you don't.
Oh,
He
well.
dropped you. That's okay. We've seen some other people get dropped.
Yeah. You guys have the ability to bring him back, should you choose.
I certainly do. It's in my pocket.
I'm gonna reincarnate him as some kind of animal. Cool.
You could do that. I would prefer not.
And then I think we're gonna fly ourselves. Let's see. Over here. And I don't think it's gonna do anything else on its turn. No. Go away. Okay.
Is that not considered an attack, the power word?
Can you what the where?
Power word, is it not considered an attack?
That's a spell.
No, it's a spell. It's not even a spell attack. It's just he could see all four of you, and he just said die.
Yeah.
And thus you did.
He can see me?
No, he couldn't see you.
Okay.
All four of Mark.
Oh, right.
And Helios just shot him for a fuck ton of damage, so he was like, nope, not dealing with it. Alright, let's see, Lair action.
Well, I'm a dragon, and I'm upset. Not gonna deal with this.
Well-
Deal with your issues, dragon.
Let's see, let's roll a 1d4. 3. Two spectral forms take shape in the lake, out the water rather, in front of the temple. And they need to have initiatives. Okay. And that's turn. against. Max, you are up.
Nothing appears to be within range.
Nope.
So use a bonus action to drink a potion of fire resistance.
Okay.
And then I will stab at the spectral thread repeatedly. Hitting at least 3 times. I don't know about that 14.
The 14 does not hit it.
Okay, well, 6, 2, 19, 20, 40 damage.
40. Okay. You can see the kind of like the radiant light shimmer across the tendril, and you hear this roar of pain and frustration coming from somewhere in the caverns outside. It is not yet dead. You said 40, yeah?
Yeah, that was doubled by me because of radiance.
Yep. And it is...
yeah, 6, 3, 11, so 20.
Yep. Okay.
Man, that 14 didn't hit. That would have been a good one.
It would have been. Okay. Anything else, Max?
That's all I got.
Is one of these
Oh,
ghosts,
right. That's what you asked.
Okay. Yes.
is one of these ghosts now Helios?
Might be. Don't know.
Ooh, what up? Hey.
Ghosts are a bit bigger than shits. At least they look different than the last ones. But we'll find out, I guess.
5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, do.
You know what?
Max.
Being fun isn't actually fun in this game.
Make a charisma saving throw, please, Max.
I'm going to assume that this is not a spell effect.
It is not a spell effect.
Is it a spell defect? Ah.
Ha ha ha. Oof. You feel that this. Hold on, let me double check this. Because, no, DC 13, you are possessed, my friend. You see the ghost come through the wall, and the like glaring blue eyes just flare out at you, and you just feel your mind get filled with the hollow emptiness of this spirit and the anger of it. And you are possessed. That would be the ghost's turn. Okay. Dinrin.
Alright, I have no idea what's going on.
You do not.
So, I'm gonna pop out. What? Numlock.
Numlock. I don't know. Is that a spell?
Check the range on possession there.
Hold on. I think it's just within sight, but I will double check it for you.
Within 5 feet of it.
Is it 5 feet?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Within 5 feet. You!
All right, then. It doesn't do that, then. Then we'll just go with...
Kill our Max.
do one of these instead. Make that a wisdom save.
Hey, I'm marginally better at these now.
That's still a 10. So, and it's a DC 13. So you, sir, are affected by the horrifying visage of this creature. You are frightened for 1 minute.
Okay.
You can repeat your saving throw at the end of your turn. So you have the frightened condition. So you have disadvantage on your attacks while you can see it. And you cannot move closer to the ghost.
I think we can work with that.
All right.
So those probably go. So those. Yeah. Okay. Sure thing, Denver.
All right. I realized it wasn't an unlock. I just needed to click my character. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Okay.
Is that a dead Helios I see?
Yes, it is. You see a dead, crumpled form of Helios lying on the arched bridge.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
But
you
three
just
copies are just like
hold on.
shrugging their shoulders.
All right,
like,
you're immune to
"Well,
poison.
well."
Never mind.
I am immune to poison, so that's as close as I'm gonna get to Helios.
Okay. All right. Anything else there, Denver?
But I do shout out, Max. You exist still? Mr. Oates? Are you around?
Holland might say something from within his rope trick hole. It's like, I'm not coming out. It's scary. Okay.
Can't blame you, but I will.
I mean, I acknowledge you.
Okay.
I'm not being silent to be mysterious.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Also, like Max definitely like vocalizes when he strikes at things.
Okay.
Heard
So,
me wailing on something.
All right. So, anything else, Denver?
No, that'll be my turn.
All right. Fantastic. Can you hit the intern button for me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
I mean, I can do it, but, you know.
I thought I did it. There we go.
Oh, you did it twice. All right.
Oh, no.
Holland. I got it. It's Holland's turn. Holland, within his little hole.
I think if he saw his best friend Helios die.
He didn't, because he was inside of his rope trick hole. He has no idea.
I mean, he can
Here's the question.
stare out the
When he
rope
puts
trick
his
like the
head
window.
up, what can he see?
He can see what he can see.
Under that wall or over that wall is what I meant.
I passed through that room and said hello to him as I was going to my death.
Yes, you did. So as far as he knows, you were just having a jaunty run.
I mean, at twice the speed any normal human could run.
Yeah.
Well, you're very tall.
It was more like, hey, how's it going? And I just got a gun.
And I think he'll just continue his ghost.
His ghost.
He's trying to make himself look like a ghost as to, in case we fail.
He's gonna make himself look like his shadow thing. He's just continuing his shadow disguise.
He also can cast invisibility on him.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to be invisible, he can easily do that.
It makes checking a lot safer.
Well, he's not gonna. He doesn't. The road trip specifically says he can peer through the opening.
Yeah.
Like the window.
And you can see what he can
He's
see.
out the window looking straight down at the ground. He has to poke his head through in order to actually see around. The question is the opening above the edge of that room?
I don't think it is, because you made it as close to him as you possibly could, so that he could just get right into it.
I didn't want him to expose himself. I specifically didn't want him to expose himself over the edge and get blasted by something as he climbs up.
So it's like 5 feet above the ground, like jumping distance.
Yeah, no, he's just going to continue with his makeup.
Okay. Just gonna keep working on his disguise.
He's going to say a little prayer.
Are you Mr. Fancy Pants?
When I wake up for the morning makeup, say a little prayer for them. Whenever That's a classic.
Sure. Gotta have the classics. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. Ghost is ghost. All right. Let's see. So I think we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we'll do the same thing here on Dendron.
Ooh, all right.
I need I need that wisdom saving throw, sir.
I'm good with wisdom.
All right. You barely succeed. So you see this ghostly figure come flying up out of the water, passing through the arched stone, and stand between you and your dead friend Helios, and you see the just horrifying image of this like ghostly face. It burns into your mind, but you shake it off and are not thus frightened. So Helios is dead. So we're gonna skip you, Helios. Sorry.
I wanted my turn in death.
Okay, you're pondering the afterlife. I think. What are we gonna do?
Those things are kind of mean.
Let's see. I think we do. And let me just do a control check. Okay. I think. Here's a good one. Make a dex save, Dendron.
Oh, look at that. That was big. Alright, gotta find my character sheet again. Looking through too many things. Dexterity is not my strong suit.
You fail. So you see this creature, like the horrible chitinous form of the Dracolich, comes around the corner and stares at you and like growls and says, "Who's next?" And then this ball of fire explodes around you, and you take 23 points of fire damage, dear sir.
Okay, so I have clicked my character, and now I click apply damage. 23?
23.
Alright, well now he's pissed me off. Looks like he might have killed my friend.
Yeah. He's got a scary ghost there. I mean, things
And
things
he
are.
definitely killed Helios.
He definitely killed
It's
him.
not scary. I have empirically proven that ghost is not scary.
All right. Next, brings us to top of the round. Let's see. I think he's going to heal himself. You see this energy's kind of swirling around and kind of pulls up into the Dracolich's form, and you see more of its like damaged chitin and other aspects of it kind of re-knit, and you see it as it heals some damage. As the energy, that life force flows from Dendron into the undead dragon creature. And that will be the Lair action, I think, for this turn. Haste will be Let me decrement that. I'm sure there's an easier way to do that. I'll figure it out later. Which brings us to Max. Max, you are hasted and scared of the ghost that is standing in front of the stone-closed doorway to the temple.
That's okay.
All right.
That thing is pretty much just a distraction anyways.
All right.
So 5, 15, 20, 35, and then I'm gonna like just kind of hop down off the edge of that, which I assume is like 5 feet, right?
Yeah, it's like a little bump. It's not really an extra.
Right. But if I sit down and lean back against it, there's that and the column collapsed. Right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're going to hide behind the pillar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should occlude me from being able to see it, correct?
I will say yes. That will, you can keep your vision away from it.
Cool.
Man, it's a good thing too. So 1 hits,
16.
2 hits. The 16 does not hit. So you hold the thread, the pulsing necrotic thread coming from the nexus and leading its way towards the dragon, and you take a swing. 1 hits, 1 bounces off, the other slides off, almost hits your hand, and the third does hit. So the fourth hit, the fourth and the first, those hit. So that's 19, 23, 33, 39 total, yeah?
Yep, and then I take a bonus action to drink one of my healing
Okay.
potion.
All right. And you hear this roar of anger as the Dracolich is... And he's just looking at you, Dendron, and you can see the pain kind of racked across its face. And it says, I will destroy you, and then I will kill your friend. Okay. Anything else, Max?
No, that is everything I got the juice for right now.
Okay.
I love the change in tone. It was like, I'll kill you and eat your soul. Anything else?
All right. Let's see. That's as far as we can go. Right?
Oh, I will take my wisdom save though.
540. That is a fail.
Still a scary ghost. Still a scary ghost.
It just can't quite get to you.
No, right?
It's like 1 square too far away. Oh, sad ghost.
I'm sure it was going to be better if it, if I had made that save.
I think that's even a melee attack too, right? Reach 5. No, it's got to be right next to you. Okay, so I think it's just going to come 30 feet.
Sit there and be scary.
And it's going to sit there and be scary. It's going to kind of take a defensive stance. Which brings us to Dendron. All right, Dendron. The swirling mist of the cloud kill spell wraps around you, and you kind of watch as the ghost is approaching. You see the dragon, the Dracolich, kind of moving closer and closer and looking just pretty upset with you in general. Holland still hiding out in his rope trick hole.
Max, it's on you. As I cast Sunbeam.
Oof. Oof.
Let's see how far. 60 foot. If it's not 60 foot. Oh no, it is. This guy's.
I think.
60 foot.
Yeah. He's 55 feet away.
But also, I am going to be. Oh, gotta click on my dude. I'm going to be sunbeaming him. Oh, I guess. And oh shit, where am I? Let me start this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, those last two spaces are difficult terrain, so you're going to be back 1.
Instead of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And imagine that sunbeam actually coming out of there it is.
Okay.
And that's radiant damage.
So he gets a spell save,
Got
yes?
disadvantage on this saving throw.
Except for he's got magic resistance, so it's a flat roll.
You're a flat roll.
But he got
might blow up
he
my
got
body and avenge me.
he got the 31 anyway. So what's that? Is it half damage? On a failed save, creature take on a successful save, say half damage and is not blinded. So half of 31 is 15.
It's radiant.
Oh yeah, right. So it is 31 total. Half and then back up to the normal. And you just see it as like the radiant energy kind of tears into the form of the Dracolich, and it just roars with anger, and you just see the glaring blue eyes staring down at you, just boring into you, and you can just, it's terrifying.
Oh, he's boring. I don't know. I'm not Holland. They don't pay me to do that.
Okay. Anything else, Indra?
I wish I had a healing potion.
I still got like a handful more.
Don't you have healing?
I've used exactly 1 healing potion before in this campaign, and I've handed them every time we got a batch.
So yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. Holland. What's Holland doing, guys?
Humming to himself while he flies he can't go out there. He's gonna die like Helios.
He doesn't know Helios is down.
He doesn't know Helios is dead. He doesn't know.
I guess we can have Holland pop out and try and. Because does his rope still stay there? That's something you can run back in for?
I believe rope trick is. Yeah, it stays even if he leaves. It's got like a duration. I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
I can answer this relatively quickly. Duration 1 hour.
Yeah, so it's just got a duration. It's concentration?
No, duration.
Yeah, so just a duration, no concentration.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
We'll probably need him. He hops out of his hole to give a little check around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because he hears. There we go. He hears Dendron shout. It's on you, Max. It's like, well, maybe I should see what's going on.
Okay.
Hops out of his hole to give a little check around. So over here, there's a ghost.
There's a ghost. There's a dead Helios.
That ghost is the ghost of Helios coming to wreak his revenge. Guys, please pop over Holland Oates' character sheet and let's figure out what we can do with him to make sure that we all survive. Except for Helios, who is already dead. You know. Can bring him back, maybe?
He can. That said, that would be at 1 hit point right now. And there's not an easy way to get him to cover. No, actually. It's not entirely true. How much movement have you burned?
10, 15, 20, 25 feet. Because 10 getting down the rope, and then...
You should burn his action to get back into the hiding hole.
Okay. And he goes back in his rope.
Okay.
I hope it gets Max. You're like, no, get out of here, you stupid kids! Get up!
Well, no, he knows how quickly he can move, so he wouldn't get too far away. Like, he got the information he needs. Someone's down, and he can bring him back, but, like, he's not gonna walk up to him, sit down, and bring him back there. That's a terrible idea.
He just hears growling and bright lights coming from over around my area.
Yeah, he just, I mean, the radiant energy of that sunbeam just like spills out and fills, and it's like you can see just like it bouncing off of the cavern edges in this crevasse where the city has collapsed. All right, so we're back to Ghost. Which Ghost? Oh, it's this Ghost. Let's see then. I think what we're going to do is 5, 10, 15, 20. It can go through walls. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. Good times. Great oldies.
I did every oldie radio station have that as their tagline.
Charisma saving throw, please, Dendron.
Charisma.
Charisma.
That's one of my secret specialties.
Yeah, DC 13, charisma saving throw. That is a 6. Dendron, you see the ghost fly up to you. It's kind of horrifying visage, like screaming, and you can see just like the pain on its face as the Dracolich kind of puts one clawed hand towards it and points towards you, and its eyes bore into you, and you feel the spirit wash over your body and take control of you. You are possessed.
Hey, buddy, I had this happen to me like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So begin annoying it.
It was pretty bad.
No, I'm asking how's it going?
And it doesn't say anything to you.
A physical form is
Yeah,
pretty
this is dead.
unique right now.
All right,
How
so
long you been dead?
getting its life story. Did we?
What are you looking for out of this experience?
So the Dracolich, now thinking he's probably taken care of, is going to fly back. How far can I go? Yeah, we'll just go back there. Flies away out of your sunbeam. And as far as you know, that's all it's going to do. Lair action. Okay. I think this time. How much damage is it? I think he is. I need Dendron and Max to make Constitution saving throws, please. That's a fail. That's a fail. Both of you will reduce your strength scores by 2 as you feel the necrotic energy swirling around you and just pulling out. And Max, you can just see it kind of like seeping in towards the nexus. It is necrotic energy. It is not necrotic damage. It is just a strength drain.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Is there a place to just temporarily lower it, or do I have to remember with my?
You gotta remember. I'm afraid I don't know a way to temporarily lower it, so I would just take a note somewhere. You've already lost some.
No, I've succeeded on all my strength or my Constitution saves until this one.
Oh, okay. I know Max has lost some, and Holland has lost 7. But
Holland has been failing.
Holland has failed miserably. It's a good thing he's in his little rope trick, because he'd be dead right now. Then the haste comes up. And we're going to lower that to 7. 7 more rounds of haste. Max. It is you, sir.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
I'm assuming that there's not a hole in the wall here, right?
There's not.
The dome has no holes other than the entrance, correct?
Yeah, that's just my bad wall drawing abilities.
That's okay. No worries. Just where the of checking.
There. Fixed.
And then I will haste action to dash.
Okay.
And I will simply face that wall.
Okay. Doing the Blair Witch on the wall.
And then 8 damage.
Da, da, da. 10, 10, the 24 hits, and the 18 does break the fear.
Yep, 8 radiant to the dragon, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. And again, you hear the same roar of anger coming from out in the chasm. And let's see. Can I possess you this turn? I can.
Let's hope I did my math right. What?
That's 30 feet, brother.
Wait, what's 30 feet?
From the ghost to you is 30 feet.
Is it using movement rules, or are you just doing a measurement?
That's movement rules, man. It's got 40 feet of flying movement. And it goes from this point to that point. It's 30 feet.
Can you just humor me for a second and wasty that out?
Sure. I will humor you. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, so you're not doubling.
Ow.
I should have done that differently. Okay.
Charisma saving throw. You know what's coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's a fail.
Game over.
Game over. You're possessed.
All right.
We got Holland. it's all on Holland. Oh no. That's its turn. Dendron, the Sunbeam ends. And I did not mean to do that. Let's see.
You can cast Moonbeam on itself.
God damn it.
Fucking it up.
I keep drawing things I don't mean to draw. There we go. All right. I don't think it has a whole lot for you to do at this point.
Do I get to make a save?
I don't think so, unless you take damage. Let me just double check that.
No, we're done. We're out of the game until
Till Holland
drop to 0,
or Holland does
or
something.
someone expels them from our body.
I will say this. Holland has ways to get people out of here.
Well, what's my Dendron body doing?
Walking into the cloud.
All right.
The ghost has no idea that you are immune.
It's just trying to kill me.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Otherwise, use yeah. If you drop to 0, then the possession ends. But that obviously doesn't help you. So yeah, it's kind of all on Holland. So the ghost is just going to walk you into the middle of this, and that'll be your turn. It's on Holland.
All right, guys. Let's look at Holland and see what he can do. Old 2 strength Holland is what they call him. Man with 2 strength.
I would say kind of like at this point, he's got a couple key spells. He could teleport. He can dimension door. Both of those would be good.
Indeed, but it's about getting him information at this point.
Where are you, Tony?
I'm
Oh,
right in the middle of that.
you're visible to Holland. Okay.
Yeah.
Where am I? I just want to do a Holland.
Okay, that could work. That could work.
Okay, Zach's thinking up a plan.
What form were these ghosts?
What do you mean?
I mean, what do they look like?
Oh, they are dwarven.
Well, that's not super helpful. Common and halfling. Yeah, that's the best plan that I can come up with.
What's that?
Sure.
Colin needs to cast tongues on himself this round and then wait. Then next round he needs to come out and suggest to one of those ghosts possessing you to leave my friend.
Ooh.
All right, let's try it.
Okay. So Holland casts tongues this turn.
Yes.
Okay. And that'll be his turn. Which ghost? This ghost. I think that ghost is not doing anything because it's possessing you.
I mean, it's listening to me shout at it.
Yeah. I think the Dracolich is gonna fly over here. Do a little gloating. Actually, I think it's going to start working on clearing this stone from its...
That stone disappeared.
Oh, right. Because Holland is... Or Dendron is... Wait a minute. No, that was Wall of Stone, right?
It was Wall of Stone, which is concentration until it becomes permanent.
Oh, so that's gone. So he's just really going to fly up to here. I think that's... Just measure something real quick. Yeah, that's as far as you can get. I think... Did anybody take damage last turn? No. Alright. So that's all he's going to do. The haste for max.
Hey, quick question.
6 of those. Yes, sir.
It just occurred to me. Did your dragon have a spell list that he's going off of? Is
he does.
Limited? Like,
yes.
Okay. Remember to burn that one that you had ready, because if you ready a spell, it's gone.
I did. That's his eighth. That's his 8th level. It's already gone. Okay. Max, you move your full rate towards the dragon.
Oh, do you want me to move?
I can move you. What's your total rate? So, because you're hasted.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much do you want me to burn on it? I can move up to 90.
Well, then we're going to move you all the way into the water. 70, 85, 90. God bless America.
90 bless America.
Oh, I hit the wrong button on my mouse. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm coming.
How many buttons do you have on your mouse?
More than 2. And one of them, for whatever reason, one of them for whatever reason is mapped to
I've got 18 buttons on my mouse. Because it's got a big panel of buttons that I can bind macros to on the side.
yeah, you know,
Which
macros.
is actually incredibly useful for office work.
Okay.
So I walk out onto the water.
You walk out onto the water because you have your boots. The ghost doesn't know you have the boots.
Yeah.
So it's a little frustrated because it's just trying to drown you.
Start taunting it.
Well, aren't you just stupid, ghost?
Unfortunately, that does bring it conveniently out of the sight of Holland when he pops back up, which means he won't have a chance to drink me. It'll be up to you, Tony.
It's gonna be difficult. I'm pretty hurt.
Well, I mean, all we gotta do is figure out a way to dust the world off of me.
And I mean, Max, as you kind of walk by, you can see the dragon is like it's tattered, it's hurt.
I know. It might have more than a round with me, but
I don't think it does. if I'm honest, I don't think dragon got much left in him. I mean, it's close. So okay, that's the turn there. And not doing anything, Dendron. You're staying. The ghost is confused. So I think it's just going to try to walk you into the water too. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
wait, it's plus 20.
You sploosh into the water, Dendron. Do you have water walking? You don't, right?
I didn't prepare that. I cast it on me.
Well, yeah, okay. Just making sure. So you sink. All right, Holland. It's all on Holland.
Did you try to walk Max into the water or something?
I don't know. It would be funny to me if Holland could come out and like kill the dragon. That would be funny. I would laugh. It would be hilarious. So what's he doing?
Alright, well, he's gonna pop out. Since he can't see me anymore, he will suggest.
He can see the ghost.
Well,
He can see
rounds that
Max.
corner.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be able to see both of us. I assume like that there's some water disruption with you going in. I don't know how murky this shit is.
I would presume so. I mean, I think you can still see. You can still see Dendron under the water.
The question is, who gets the suggestion to leave?
The question
He's
is,
got
I
mass
picked one, but
suggestion.
He has mass suggestion.
Oh, well, maybe he should just massively suggest.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me make sure it's not going to reduce the effect. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, no, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I just need to get a specific line.
Zach's got something he's been saving for years.
Kind of.
It's gonna be a reference to something obscure.
Good evening. As duly designated representative of the City Council and State of New York, I order you to cease any and all supernatural activity and return forthwith to your place of origin or to the nearest convenient parallel dimension.
Okay.
Wisdom saves for all of those guys. DC something absurd because Holland has the rod.
Yeah, so what is the DC? Let's figure this out. What is his spell save DC? 19. Spell save DC is 19. Okay, well, let's find out. Ghosts. Let's see. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, that's not a save. Dendron, you are free from the ghost and under the water.
All right.
Max. Oof, that is not a 19. You are free from the ghost and under the water. Above the water.
Hey, I have a question.
Mhm.
In your world, if Max
we
were
should
to...
probably also make the dragon safe, since it would be an enemy. Although I'm not sure how it would interpret that that instruction.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's a pass.
That's fine. We'll do it. And he chooses to save.
He chooses to say.
Yeah.
You know
He's
what?
just going to burn a legendary resistance on that for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know what the compulsion is, does he?
No, but he doesn't need to. He just decides he doesn't want to pay attention to it.
Yeah, no, he's a legendary creature. He gets to do stuff like that. Before we end Helios's turn, I just need to
Holland's turn.
step out. I'll be right back.
Okay. So that's Holland's turn.
Holland.
Well, I'm happy to see that we're back in the game.
So the ghost next to you, Dendron. I think it's a little confused. I think it's just going to swing at you and try to hit you.
All right.
A 25 definitely hits. That's a crit.
All right.
So
And
20, 32.
32. Okay. I am dying.
Not Holland.
No.
Not Holland. Not Holland. I got it. I got
Holland
it.
is dying.
You shoot all your damage to Holland. Select your token.
There we go. Oh, I still have 2 hit points. Ha! Fucking ghost.
He's got 2 hit points left.
I actually like orcish leaders because they can do that. They just assign damage to somebody near them.
Can they? It's nice.
Pretty funny.
All right. Azar.
All right. What did I miss?
The ghost next to Dendron took a swing at him and almost killed him. And now it's the Dracolich's turn.
Oh. Yay.
Oh. He's mad at Holland, but there's Dendron there on the edge of death. Let's do something fun. He gets his breath weapon back. Like I said, fun. Breath weapon. Dex save Dendron and Holland, please.
Good thing I am a dexterous dwarf. Doesn't matter though, as
Yeah.
even half damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Will redestroy everything.
Alright, so
The flames wick about and destroy a ghost, right?
oh yeah, the ghost is doomed. And I'll make the deck save, but I don't think it has enough hit points to withstand it. It's because it's like 18d6. I mean, I think Dendron is dead too, but we're at least on death saves. You're on death saves.
All right.
And since you're underwater, that's also bad for you.
Generally not considered a good precedent for death saves.
Yeah, the ghost is dead. Ghost, go away. Okay. And did Holland take his half damage? So 56, half of that is 28.
I
The
tried to do
flowers are still standing.
All right, so 28 points of damage to Holland.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You got it?
Gotta.
I can do it.
Yeah, I think so. No, I think you have to do it actually.
Okay,
I'm having a
I'll do
hard
it.
time accessing. Oh, I probably could have punched it up on his character sheet.
You could have, but it's all right. I got it. And that will be the Dracolich's turn. Lair action. I think he is going to heal himself.
How noble.
Yeah. Yeah. So he pulls in the life energy that left Dendron, and
To be fair, that was only 3 hit points.
yeah, I guess it's true. So he'll take it off of Holland instead. So I'll only take 28. So I'll lose 28 of those. There you go. He's a little better now. The haste is still going. You got what? 5 more rounds on that.
Here's hoping.
Oops. Max. You got a ghost standing next to you. You got a Dracolich that just fried 2 of your friends. Holland is staggering on his feet. And Dendron is... Oh, Dendron, you're underwater.
I am.
Oh. I take that back. You don't take damage.
Oh, the breath weapon.
You're underwater.
Yeah.
You're underwater, Dendron. Get your 3 hit points back. Oh, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? I mean, Helios's corpse got charred, but, you know, Dendron doesn't take any damage because he's underwater. Oh, man.
Oh, did it fly? Thought you'd overlook that.
Overlook what? That he moved? No, he's moving this way.
Yeah. Was he staying in the air?
He went into the temple.
I know, I saw that much.
But he is not in the air. He came down. He landed on the stone and then went inside the temple.
Oh, wow. Well, I look around at those 2 guys, and I wish them well.
Okay.
5.
I'm gonna take that opportunity attack on you.
That's fine. Not enough. 10. How much you want me to burn on this little jump here? Actually, can I athletics to jump the distance, like the rockiness?
I will give you... Yeah, I'll give you an athletics check. If you do the athletics check, it's normal movement. Otherwise, it is difficult terrain.
Oh, that is Holland's sheet. That's why that was not the right one. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action to dash. Zoop. Yeah, plenty of time. Hi there.
Okay. You get your attack.
With the dash, because it's funny.
Oh.
What was that athletics check?
Okay.
No, that is Holland. That is not.
That is Holland. Athletics?
Yeah. So the dragon is prone.
Okay, fine.
Do 19?
19 will hit him. So 19. And the 28 is a crit.
Yeah. I'm assuming the 16 doesn't hit, but I am burning...
The 16 does not hit, no.
Yeah. I'm going to burn 2 maneuvered, or 2 superiority dice to tell Dendron and Holland pull back and heal up so they can both immediately take...
Dendron can't hear you.
If they're... fair enough. Then,
I mean, I didn't burn him with fire, so he can't hear you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I give it to Holland, and then a goading attack against the dragon.
Okay.
The important thing is
The goad is a what now? It's a saving throw.
Yeah,
Well, let's get the damage taken care of first. I think 'cause it may not be necessary. So it's 19, and the 9 that's not doubled. So, oh yeah, it's radiant. So 10 and 9, that's 18. So that's 20. That's 28. And then it is
31 because
he's only got 31 HP left.
Okay, then the first one kills it.
The first one kills it.
Yeah.
He is dead. Max leaps up out of the water. The ghost swings at him. You charge across the land into the temple, raising your myrrh high above your head. You charge at this creature that is sitting on the nexus, and you can start to see it's trying to pull energy from the necrotic nexus into itself. The energy floods up into it, and you just pull your sword and thrash at it, and the blade strikes into it, and this line of radiant energy bursts across the carapace as the creature just roars with pain, and you can see the splitting of it and the energy flooding out, swirling, and pouring down into the nexus. You see a line of it also pull away somewhere to the south. But the Dracolich is dead.
I call back. Is that ghost?
They are gone.
I seize that new one and see if I can apply damage to the same way I did the Dracolich.
You grasp at it, and you swing your sword, but your sword passes through the air, and nothing seems to come from it.
Okay. I call back. This room's clear. We might want to wall that up and take a rest. Also bring Helios.
I climb out of the water.
I like the idea.
Yeah, that said, Holland rushes over to Helios and beats me to it with a...
Oh, I try and get there for the reincarnate. I want him to come back as a gnome. Just really fuck with this system.
Okay, that's a 10-minute cast, yeah? 1 hour cast.
Oh, well, then I would recommend you guys drag him in.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you can already hear like a pounding sound of like stone being knocked loose.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, I'll have to move that thing out of the way.
Yeah, it is right on top of it.
Ironically.
What was that?
I think Helios has to move himself.
It was asking me. We can't move your icon.
Where do you want me to move it?
Bring him into the dome. Probably on that little raised plinth where that'll work.
Put a dead body right on the center of necromantic energy for this entire plane.
Okay.
See if that does anything.
Actually,
might save you some money.
If they drag him in, I will use the charm on him.
It would be kind of cool.
Yeah, you've got the raven's head.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I walk up to him and
okay.
And touch him with it.
Roll a 1d20 for me.
Sure. There.
Okay. One of the so you pull the silver raven's head out of your pouch, and you hold it up to Helios's dead body.
Do one of you using a magic item when you can just raise this guy non-magic, like personal magic?
I mean, we identified this. I don't know that it burns out.
Okay.
Like, I'm not aware of any such thing, so I have no reason to think that's a thing we have to worry about.
Yep. And
We'll accept that.
you hold the silver raven's skull towards Helios's dead body, and you will the energy of the magic to bring his spirit back into his body. And one of the sapphire eyes that was glowing winks out, and Helios, you have 1 hit point.
Alright, I immediately cast a 3rd level. Yes, a 3rd level. Cure wounds.
On whom?
I would have been fascinated to watch the energies around his body while all that was happening.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you watch kind of like the necrotic energy You just see some of it kind of pull up out of the nexus. It floods into the silver skull that you have, and then it kind of focuses into the sapphire eye, and then you just see this tendril of energy pour back into Helios's body, just the tiniest thread.
Okay, well, that was instructive. I don't suppose you have another wall of stone in you.
No. But also one thing I would like to do right about now is
It's on this thing's corpse.
piss on this thing's corpse.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said dance or piss, but I want to piss. No, I'm gonna cast that same spell for myself.
Okay.
Isn't Dragonbone insanely valuable?
The chitin? There are no bones. It's an exoskeleton.
Oh yeah, actually they're usually gem aligned. What is
That
this
seems
like?
more valuable.
Yeah,
than
the
already in a flat plane.
as you look at the kind of like the shimmering sheen of the carapace, you see that it looks like black opal. It's got this sort of like anisotropic iridescence across it. It's one color, which as your knowledge of dragons, like the older they get, the more singular color they are. Like younger dragons have multiple colors to their carapace, whereas older dragons would have only one.
Well, that's a little horrifying.
Yeah. So the entirety of this carapace was this opalescent color. All right. So
I pull out the tablet and start looking.
So you pull out the tablet, and you see the same sort of nonsensical, or at least to you, kind of text rolling across it. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I've been able to see the kind of necromantic energy swirling around here.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, there was a change after that thing went down. There was an additional little tendril lashed out from it.
Mm-hmm.
But
and you can just see that that is just tied to this, and it's like to the nexus point. But unlike some of the other tendrils, it reminds you more of the tendrils that move off of Holland towards Eder.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed we were dealing with here.
Yeah.
Oh, so actually, what happened specifically to the tendril that was attached to the dragon?
You see it kind of like it comes from somewhere further south, like out of this building south, and moves and like links itself towards the carapace of the dragon.
So the dragon's tether is not bound to the nexus?
It is not. There is somewhere else that it is pointing towards.
Okay, well, that's a thing.
Like somewhere south of this building entirely.
I pop open the comms and start talking to the assembled crew as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this thing is bound to somewhere not here.
Also, we totally just killed its ass.
Well, wait. So, Max does not understand glitches. Zach does. There's a phylactery somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I need someone to tell me that. Otherwise, I'm just going to follow this. Well, I mean, I'm going to follow it anyways, but it's a question of how long I wait before we charge him.
I assume the ultra rich and the Empire would have phylacteries if possible, wouldn't they?
You
Some form
you
of that.
may have heard of it. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Necromancy. It's like healthcare in Fantasyland.
No, you have no idea.
Probably.
Holland, on the other hand, he've probably read a book about it at some point.
Hey, the bard drinks and knows things.
Yeah, you know.
And he's been connected to a lot of dead stuff.
That's a fair point. Is that one still tangible to me?
What do you mean?
Sorry, your audio is not super consistent.
What do you mean? What's tangible?
Oh, the tether that heads off from the carapace.
You can touch it, but your sword doesn't seem to do anything to it.
Okay. I'm he says as he looks at how beat up you guys are, then realizes that like he's been spared any like trauma this round. I think it's important that we chase this, guys. I hop on the common. Hey, can you drop that rope directly down over the temple dome?
And a voice comes back and says, like, again, we're not really set up for atmospheric flight. We can't really just like hover there.
Fair enough.
I'm a little angry at that.
Can either of you guys read this? It's just crazy to me.
Holland would still have tongues on.
Yeah. Also, is this a language that? Wait, what is?
You guys have read it before. And Helios, you can read it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
yeah. And basically, it says as Helios kind of looks at it, it says connection established, and it's got like a flashing cursor, like a command prompt.
Oh wait, I would recognize a command like the cursor.
Yeah.
The interface is enough. If I saw that, I would just touch it.
Okay. And like this, like a keyboard comes up off the bottom of it, kind of with the strange symbols, kind of waiting for input.
Any of you guys? Because this is a little bit more interaction than I'm used to. All I know is that if you hold one of the icons long enough, it'll start to wiggle, and then you can throw it off and it disappears.
I mean, we've got a Titan and we've got a Holland who's been playing with these things.
And you have the tome.
No, Holland just starts fucking talking and gets bored of this inane bullshit.
Yeah, so Holland would pull out the Tome of Egron, I presume, at this point.
Oh yeah, that's a decent idea.
Yeah. He says, well, I guess, what do we want to do with it?
Debind?
Okay. And he starts looking at he starts flipping through this like big book. He says, this thing, these read like stereo instructions. And he finally comes to a page and he says, oh, okay, so we just need to bind this key to this point. He says it's asking for a password.
I think of a shape that I like, and then just draw that shape over the keyboard.
Okay. Nothing happens.
So does it need a specific one?
He's like, well, surely they've changed it. They're not using the default, right?
What is the default?
Yeah, try.
And he just types in ADMIN, hits enter, and you see like and just like the logo of the Orleo company comes up on the tablet screen, and it syncs with the nexus point, and you can start to see like icons and bars and other things kind of populating the screen, similar to like what you saw when you guys were under the village of Brundle, and you saw those like those console areas, and as you look at it, you can see that one of these bars is kind of like in the red. And Holland would say, like, if you look at this, well, I mean, if you're looking at the tome, and Holland will just kind of like translate for you as you go through it, but the energy level of this nexus is not high enough to sustain the lock, is basically what it says. The buffer has been set to 100. And he says, well, that seems to be a problem. He kind of like... Mm-hmm. Like there's something...
Sorry, I spaced.
Yeah, so like the lock is the system on the arcane prison that is that this is part of, right? So the buffer on this, the nexus, the node here, has been set very high, so the energy coming out of it is lower than it should be. Basically, is what Holland would say. It's like, at least I think that's what it means, as he kind of like looks at the instruction manual.
Is there a way to adjust that?
This is and he starts reciting the instructions from the tome. So he says, well, we have a couple options. We can power cycle it. Or we can try to do this through the command prompt with the calibration command.
I've maintained the comm being open.
Yeah,
Do any of us know?
Let's talk to
Mordecai. Mordecai knows something of this.
Mm-hmm. And Mordecai would say, look, I don't know. I mean, I haven't read the manual, so I guess possibly. I mean,
generally, does power cycle or calibrate seem better?
It's like, well, I don't know. When something's broke, I usually just turn it off and turn it back on again. That's usually my first step. But so do you guys want to? I mean, you guys might want to.
Sitting on the prison planet, does turning it off seem like a good idea?
Says, I don't.
Would there be consequences for that?
There's always consequences, he says. I mean, it's you're dealing with like planet-wide arcane energy here. I mean, the potential for dangerous repercussions is high. I mean, it should give you some warnings in that manual you've got, right?
He just, like, Max's head swivels over to Holland.
Yeah, and you guys still have the link to the tome, right? I'll drop it in Discord, for you a moment.
I'm pretty sure it was handed to me at some point, but I don't remember it being super.
It would be somewhere in a.
Yeah, I put the link into the Discord.
Gotcha.
How do I change my view in Discord?
You just have to click on text talkie.
Yeah.
Text talkie.
Yeah.
Man, Janelle.
Yeah, and underneath that, you'll find your link.
My Grand Arcane Lexus matrices that
and I will tell you want to look at because I know you guys have had this book for a fairly long time. So if you go to page 3, like the first thing on that page.
Power cycle warning. This command will power cycle the lock and cause a catastrophic event of the power type for the given lock.
Yeah, also under calibration it says an uncalibrated lock can cause a 5-mile radius fuck up.
Yeah.
So
and I want you to think about this, like in terms of the Grayson's Hold, like the radius around the city that got petrified was 5 miles.
Oh man, I never put that together.
Yeah.
You could have all joined me as members of my undead army.
It's there you go, right?
Yeah, let's power cycle and get back to the ship.
Hold up, just a second. Whoa.
Yeah.
The power cycle.
Calibrate it and get back.
Thank you. Whew. I did not just come back from the brink of death.
Okay.
I want to
So,
hit the power.
So you enter the appropriate commands from the tome into the tablet that you have, and you see the various icons start going through, like their animations indicating that the power of this lock is being calibrated for proper control. Are you guys going to do anything else while you are here?
I mean, I'll do a cursory of the dome, see if there's anything secret special.
Yeah, do you have any more animal shapes, or did you use both of them on?
I've only used one today.
Good to know. I mean, I'm inclined to want to search everything. You know me, but there's someone explained to me the phylactery. Yeah, no, we gotta
Oh yeah, we got that phylactery.
convincingly kill this thing. Yeah, I think that's a necessary immediate thing. Do I get a sense of how far that tether goes? Or do I just know it runs to the south?
It runs to the south. You're not exactly sure how far.
I guess I'll start by walking outside and climbing the dome and seeing if I can see it trail off into the distance. Assuming I can actually get on top of the dome without it being a horrifying, harrowing experience.
You go outside and you kind of like go up on, and you start. Go ahead, I guess, make me an athletics check. Just see if you can climb up.
Sure. That is Holland. I don't need Holland at the moment. We'll just shrink that for a sec. Oh yeah. I also would like to rest at some point because it hurts.
Okay, so you start and you go outside and you start climbing up on the top of the dome. It's pretty easy in that the columns and the various sort of architectural elements are loose, and there are many handholds and footholds as you make your way up. As you climb up on top of the dome, you can see like the continued sort of ruination of the city around you, but you can also see there's a sort of like natural stone covering kind of behind this place, and you can see that there like as you look over to the as you're looking south, like to the east, there is a tunnel that kind of like goes down underneath the ground, heading southward.
It goes down?
Yeah.
Get the box.
Get the box. Okay.
Yeah, the box
yes.
has a topographical map. Maybe there's caverns under us.
It does.
Aha.
And so you pull the box out, and there's like the image of the surrounding area comes around, and you can see that like around to the eastern side there is a long winding cavern that kind of like goes down underneath the ground, underneath the city itself, and it opens up into, not too far behind the wall, there's a another kind of like large open cavern behind the space that you guys are in.
How much interfering stone is there?
There's probably 5-10 feet between you and the cavern behind.
This seems something that we can deal with given a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
How about you guys take
a short rest?
Yeah, I was going to say, how about you guys take a rest and I'll put in some work with my hammer.
Okay.
I am down for that.
All right. So Max moves to the wall to start working on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and everybody else is going to take a short rest. All right. Okay.
Do we abut the wall in this dome?
Can you what the where what?
I'm just checking to make sure.
Hold on a
there's
second.
Oh yeah, no, solid. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
guess on both sides, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Through the dome, then. Well, maybe the top of the dome would be the better place to do it. I'm not sure. Wherever the map says it's thinnest.
Yeah, that's the thinnest part on the dome is back here.
Okay. Right there I go.
Okay.
I also look over at Helios. I'm like, hey, if you can look through that their manual and write me up some basic instructions, like a translation of it, I'll love you forever.
It's
No,
a
you
really
won't.
weird thing to hear from you, but I am willing to do that. Actually, I would like to also investigate the nearby environment and see if there's anything valuable.
That seems more involved for a short rest.
You should take a short rest.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I will make some notations about useful commands.
While
I
taking
imagine
your
it's
rest.
like Excel 5, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
power cycle, there's security resets, there's disabling, enabling, setting credentials, setting biometrics.
Yeah, there's-
Hey, setting biometrics.
yeah. And since you know the password is set to the default, which is admin,
Which I will almost certainly change as soon as I understand that that's a command.
like for whatever reason, nobody changed the original password. Okay, so Max starts working on the wall. Helios is going to work on that.
Doing that thing that helps me sleep better in a short rest.
The Song of Rest.
Yeah.
Recuperation.
Yeah. So he's going to burn. He's going to burn his inspiration die on his Song of Rest. Okay.
Anyone remember how much that
Is it still /troll?
Is it what?
Sure, I do.
What's the question?
This is for nothing. I'm just testing the.
It's a 1d6
Okay.
for every individual person.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just that was a test. I was doing a command, the /roll 1d20.
Yeah, /R, and then 1d6 is what you're
Yeah,
looking
that
at.
was had no bearing on the game whatsoever.
Yeah, and on your character
I had no
sheets, underneath where it says hit dice, there's an S.rest button. You can push that button to take your short rest.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
proficient. Yes, I am. Okay, so 16 back.
So
Oh, wait. I see.
Yeah.
I'm continuing to use more hit dice than that.
That's fine.
So the calibrate should automatically reset the buffer to where we need it to be.
Correct.
Okay.
and it's your level hit dice that you can do in a short rest.
You can use as many hit dice as you want, and you have a number of hit dice equal to your level, yes.
Okay.
It kept on adding +4, so that's -16.
The +4 is for your con bonus.
Yep.
Is it +4 for each d8 that you use, or is it
Yes.
just +4?
No,
Okay.
it's every die you roll, you get your con bonus on.
It would probably be less than that for Helios.
It would definitely be that for less than that for Helios. Because you've got a con of 16, so you're +3 on yours.
3. Yeah. So that's. I was thinking about doing 10. That's base 30 for that, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 76 back. So that
Sure.
I did good. Yeah.
And you got an extra D6 from Holland's Song of Rest.
Okay. Didn't matter. I hit it. The tops.
Great.
All right.
And somebody taking care of Holland?
Just a second. Oh, wait a minute. It's just automatically adding that to my hit points already, isn't it?
It
I see.
sure is, yes.
Okay.
That button's magic.
a lot of these buttons work surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Given the other things I've used.
They're connected or something
Yeah,
somehow.
I really like that Foundry has like all the tools, but they're just easier to use and just a lot more automated in some ways, but not more automated than I want.
Mark, were you able to roll it? It looked like you were just able to roll once.
Yeah, I did /
Oh, I
roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use the magic button.
But you can keep...
And then I just added 30 to that. I didn't even, like, part of that was in my brain, so...
Yeah.
I didn't add the con. But you probably could just do plus whatever your con total would be.
It's already on there. Holland doesn't have much of a con. Yeah. All right, so...
All right. Both keeping a couple hit dice just in case.
Yeah.
For a cigarette, I'm back from being charred into a corpse.
You were dead for a while.
But I'm fine now.
100%.
Who hasn't been dead several times?
Okay.
Then slept for 1,000 years.
All right, so guys, as you guys take your rest, Max, as you kind of work on the wall with your hammer, it cracks open, and you can see a large chamber behind it. It's a bit on the dark side for you, but overall, you can still kind of make it out from the light that's coming in from the city and the kind of the chasm behind you. There's a pool of water in front of you, but in the distance you can see sort of the gleaming metal of rails.
Huh. Well, there's our fast road.
Yeah. No.
So what are you guys doing?
Sorry, some dude's talking to me in my room.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, unless you want him to talk to you, I guess that's cool then.
Whoever wanted anyone to talk to them.
I mean, I will wait until their short rest has ended.
Sure.
How much time did it take me to knock the hole in the wall?
I would say it's probably about the same amount of time as that short rest. Probably about an hour.
Sounds good.
Neat that you were able to actually knock a hole in the... This game is neat.
Oh wow, that's cool.
What's cool?
Alright. After a short rest, there's something I want to go see.
Okay.
Did Helios get a write-up for me? Wait, does he understand any of the languages that I can understand? God damn it.
I don't think he does. But I think between him and Holland, he could probably put something together for you.
Sure.
Vin's going for a stroll.
All right, where's Dendron going?
Lord, he's walking.
If they give that to me, then before I leave, I will reset a password and use the biometrics update.
Sure.
If I can, assuming I can.
You can indeed.
All right.
Guys.
Login, max, password, hammer time.
Okay.
Set biometric, delete all existing, add user max.
Sure. Hammer time.
And security reset. No. We just got around that shit. I don't see anything that says the calibration is gonna screw us too much.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't screw you, I don't think, but
Yeah, no, I'm just rereading it to make sure there's nothing obvious from the manual. No, then I just let it auto calibrate.
okay.
Know enough about the buffer settings to pick a number, so I'm just gonna let it figure out where it needs to be.
Ah,
Dang it,
I
Dendron.
clipped through the walls.
Where did I screw up my wall? How did you get through that wall?
So I came over here through that hole.
Yeah.
Walked along this ridge. Somewhere around here, I clipped through the wall.
Well, that's no good. I don't want you clipping through walls. This is not a speed run.
I saw the underside of everything.
All right. Anyway.
Oh, shit. Could have gotten here in the... Oh, that's not...
Huh. Can't clip the wall again.
Good. Okay, so why don't we take a short break? Let me use a restroom, grab a couple beers, all that good stuff. And then we can come back and figure out what you guys want to do.
Great. That sounds good to me. I'll be back too.
All right.
He doesn't trust us. He paused the game. He thinks I'll try and clip through the wall again. I'm the
Just kidding. All right. All right, I've returned. Is everybody back?
Welcome back.
Oh, good to know it dumps me directly into the last channel. Little concerning after a power cycle, but whatever.
Yep.
Hey, you know, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Indeed.
All right. So,
How quick does the calibration go?
it seems to be taking probably like a full day by the looks of the progress on it.
So it's doing stuff, but the tablet should be synced, so I feel like we can go.
Yeah. If and you want.
You guys are all healed up. Well, time to... Oh, looks like Dendron's already beat us to it. Okay.
Denden's been wandering around the caves. Kind of getting in touch with his deep ancestral roots.
Eyes.
Is Mark back?
First dwarf ever. Not last I checked.
Okay.
How's
No,
everyone?
no, I'm happy plan to go like run herd on him and grab some whiskey on him.
If you want to.
Quarantine this week.
You know, the usual. Working.
Work was fucking crazy this week. He switched a bunch of people over from one vendor to another, and it was hellish.
Making cheese.
Should give you a landline.
Living the life.
They did not give me a landline.
Maybe next week then.
I hope not. I don't want any of them government cables in my house.
They keep on giving me superfluous technology.
Sorry, I just had to make my dinner real quick.
It's okay. I hear that food is necessary for life.
Yeah, this is good food though. It's buttermilk roasted chicken. Threw it in there.
Yeah, I remember you doing that. I gotta remember to get buttermilk to do that myself.
Like the salt, fat, acid, heat recipe that I went off of is online. All you have to do is do salt, fat, roasted buttermilk.
Oh, it was so good.
So what's this water looking like below me? And I tap the shield, making it daylight down.
Sure. The water is it's sort of stagnant, sort of fetid. Doesn't look pleasant at all.
Well, that's nasty, but I don't know what I'm waiting for, and I just hop down onto the water and walk across.
Yeah, your boots just take you across the water. No problem, as per usual. Good thing there was no trap or encounter planned for the water this time.
A Kraken form. So it's that guy that we met off of the coast of the jungle. Didn't know he could fit there. He comes up and eats us.
Well, you guys are all fresh, right?
And Holland's like,
More or less.
walking along. It's like, see, buddy, I was getting real tired for no reason.
You're getting really tired for no reason?
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh yeah, no, his strength is still. I forgot about that. Yeah, man, it would be great if someone could restore him. However, I don't get
Hey,
health back.
do I get my strength back
Nope.
despite dying and coming back?
You
Still
you
alive.
absolutely do not. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a thing. It's the thing, man.
It takes time and preferably magics.
Yeah. Being dead does not heal you of reduction of strength. Come on.
Magic heals all.
That's right.
Practically, sleep didn't heal this. Normally, sleep heals all too.
We didn't.
Hey,
really-
before
You didn't take a long rest, you took a short rest.
Before we left, I would like to investigate the body of that dragon for any valuables that I could take away easily.
You could try to take some of the carapace.
I would say the body of the dragon is the valuable there.
Yeah, it's insanely valuable. Yes.
Oh no, I'm
So,
heavily
like, you know-
inclined to make some armor out of that shit.
You know, like some particularly hard bone of it, like the breastbone.
There are no bones. Once again, exoskeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's all
that's
carapace.
bone. It has skeleton in it. It's...
No, it doesn't have a skeleton. It's only got an exoskeleton. It's all
Yeah,
carapace.
Yeah, that's the word. The second part of that word.
Doesn't. It's an invertebrate, man. It's a bug. It's
good.
a very large.
I'm not
To be
saying
fair,
infernal.
Invertebrate means it has no spine, not that it has no bone.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
purposes of this, the
It's an
chitin and
external
bone are the
skeleton.
same idea.
External skeleton. That's what exoskeleton means. It's
I love giving Mark shit over this kind of like quibbling over language, but
It's not a bone, though.
he's
Bones are very
Well,
specific things.
fair
These
enough.
these are not bones. It's carapace.
If he
I
said,
don't like.
yeah,
I don't like.
said
agreeing
bone.
with David.
yeah, that's fair.
I'm not.
I do like giving Mark shit. So,
I wonder if there is a way to salvage this.
I don't know. Are you gonna try?
yeah.
Cut it down. You have the Dragon Slayer stuff.
Yeah,
so
bonus
you
found
could-
only invertebrates.
uh,
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
All right. I try and take like a.
well,
finger
how about is this
or
a
toe.
survival? The breaking down of an animal?
I mean, there's nothing to
Guys,
break
I mean,
down. It's an
I
empty
totally-
carapace. You can take whatever you want.
Yeah, for travel, I would like to. Yeah.
I will
Yes.
allow you to take any part of the carapace you like. There's no removal to
And
be
can
done.
carry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
test
take
them
a
for
small
harness.
patch
I'll do
full
the
of
load.
carapace.
I mean,
I'll
any
do the
any
loads
part
on
of
some
this
stuff.
any part of this dead Dracolich you wish to carry with you, wherever you may go, I will allow you to do.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
No,
Find the hardest part of it and take it.
no, I don't like the way he says this.
What? I didn't say
I
nothing.
think we have more important things to do than figure out how to part the thing that's going to become reactive until we smash the phylactery.
Yeah. Okay. I don't loot the body. Or
Hey man,
the
do
body.
what you like. Just saying.
All right. Let's get a Mosby on.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm gonna run out the north door, cross the water, to the east.
Not
So
the
you-
worst plan.
You're going where Max is at.
Smack into a wall, smack into another wall.
Well, I guess that's one way to do it.
Sure. So Dendron just starts going crazy, running around in the tunnels and caverns behind the city.
It seems remarkably unlikely that I would have done that if I had looked at the map, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do I see the tendril from here?
It's heading off this way somewhere. So it's heading further south beyond these caverns.
Holland, over here. And then I look at the map when we're closer, when he's closer, to see if we can lay a line.
There are more caverns beyond. There is a much thicker wall between here and there. It would probably take you a few days to dig through it.
Yeah, no, not interested. Although I am curious about this.
Mm-hmm. It's the same sort of like rail system you saw when you guys were under Brundle. You imagine that it probably has a similar purpose or use. You don't. You're looking at the tracks themselves, and they don't seem to have been recently railed upon by whatever it was that was under Brundle. In that they're not as shiny. You know, the top surfaces of them don't seem to have like regular use. Like when you were in Quindon, you know how you saw the rails there. They were brighter, they were shinier, they had a lot more kind of going on with them. These here, they're duller. They're not rusted or pitted or corroded in any way, but they're not bright shiny.
Right. They're not burnished from use.
Correct.
Standing on the rails, I assume we don't see any indication of anything other than tunnel left or right, correct?
That's correct. And it basically seems to run straight as an arrow, east and west.
So I casually acrobatics my way over there, whatever path is most convenient.
Sure. You jump down, the water splashes up and around, and it like comes about to thigh high, and you just like get this smell of.
Nope.
No,
Also,
you didn't go into the water?
No, I have like plus 20, more than 20 on my acrobatics. I fly.
That doesn't mean you can jump 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. You can't jump 30 feet.
Why not?
Hold on. I'm just gonna give you the jumping rules here.
Well, for one, it's strength based.
It's strength based. Jumping, long jump. You can make a long jump. You cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet, so you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score.
All right, then I'll walk along.
So
the
you
edge
can jump right now.
Whatever the most convenient path to not get wet is, I will take it. I thought I was doing shorthand for like I want to cross this conveniently without getting wet.
Wow. Yeah, it's David Catnip shorthand is the problem.
You can jump 6 feet.
Yeah. All right, let's look around I'll climb along the wall, which I can easily do. I'll just do that. I'll climb along the wall.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Be specific, Mark. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
All right, I take a look at it. Could you describe the environment exactly to me?
Sure. You're in a sort of dank, sort of over... like the walls of the caves are covered with these like lichen and moths, but they're all sort of black and falling away. The water that you avoided is sort of fetid and stagnant and stale. You can see this sort of like everything is just like coming down to the dead rock and earth underneath it. The ground and that kind of touches the water, you can see is sort of black with this not just wet, but sort of like something unhealthy looking about it. And as you kind of look at it, you can just see that like everything around here, from the stone to the rock to the water, just has this pallor about it that just sort of like speaks of death to you.
Okay, so I probably shouldn't swim.
I probably wouldn't, but you know, it's up to you.
Is that water any different looking?
Is the water different looking than what? I'm sorry, you broke up.
The north side of
the water north of the temple was a little bit different in that it seemed a little bit more active, and there were these like dark eddies and flows in it. And as you recall, like as those incorporeal spirits sort of formed in the water, they sort of pulled out from those dark eddies. So there's like some energy, some power kind of running through that water. Yeah, Max, as you kind of look at it, you can see with your the necrotic vision you have, there's this like, as the energy kind of flows, it like lingers in the water a little bit, gives it a little bit more energy in the water up there.
How did the water taste
down into the water?
It tasted flat and lifeless. There's like, it's like ultra distilled in a lot of ways. Not bad, just like nothing. What was that, Max?
I walk out onto the middle of it and I reached down into the water and placed my hand. Just curious.
Sure. I mean, it's cold, and like I said, I mean, it's like something bad about it. Like you put your hand in it and it's just really cold, but you can watch the kind of like necrotic energy flowing through the water and around your fingers, and just kind of pulling towards the nexus point.
Well, I drank a couple of, 4 potions here. I'll grab 4 flasks of this water and see if it continues to do that when I remove it.
Sure. You fill a flask and you pull it up out of the water. Whatever energy was in it sort of like dissipates through the glass and continues moving on towards the nexus, just leaving me with water in the flask.
Well, at least I'll have a refreshing thing later.
There you go.
No, come on, man. I'll have a refreshing thing later. You've got a weak constitution.
Well, I made most of my saves against strength lost, so. Okay, well. Shit, sons. I think we've got to chase that tendril. Like, there's no way we not do that.
Looking at the box,
mm-hmm.
Are we seeing any connections from this cavern to Tendril, what we suppose is the Tendril cavern?
You are not. It is somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go up to go over.
Yeah, it's somewhere in a cave further south from here.
All right, then yeah, let's get on this.
Okay. So you guys. So you guys leave the temple behind and start heading out into the ruined city, making your way up and through the various streets and ruined neighborhoods of this once proud dwarven city. You look and see as the mist-shrouded skies and the dense fog that is kind of like covering this area starts to roll in as the day passes on. It is around at this point probably.
Wait, one last thing before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any things on the box's map display that were like damaged, repairable, or otherwise interesting features in that area? Oh,
the lock or the node here is at 100%, so it's not damaged in the least.
Is there anything it's lighting up on in the immediate area, other than the lock?
No, nothing in the immediate area.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So as you kind of like start moving up and into the city and through the various neighborhoods and the other like areas kind of moving away from the temple and towards the south, you keep an eye on the tendril, Max, and as you kind of like guide the rest of the party on your way, you come across just what looks to be like a normal looking house, a normal looking like once proud dwarven mansion, perhaps. The walls of it are marble, the doors long rotted away, but you can see the bronze hinges that are set in the stone, and whatever wood had once hung upon them, you can just see a few pieces of that wood still attached to the hinges. the entry hall, as you kind of look into it, and you can see like through the hall and down, somewhere in the basement there is, and as you look on the box, you can see the map of this space. Down here in the basement somewhere, there is a chamber that kind of touches into the caverns below, that also kind of indicates the connection to the dragon and its lair, but also the potentially the phylactery of the creature. You make your way into this house, and you can just feel the chill as you pass over the threshold, something shivering up and down your spine. And you can just, like, the air gets still and the cold just permeates you, which, considering the fact that you're in this equatorial jungle, the chill of it is just completely unnatural. It's about like 2-3 in the afternoon. The sun is just starting to crest the sky and past below the horizon where you can't see it inside the chasm anymore. But even that warmth of the light kind of hitting this rest of the city is robbed here. The air smells of just this sort of like wet stone, and the whole place just gives you this feeling of trepidation as you walk into it. You step in and your foot lands upon what was once probably a fantastically rich carpet, and the pressure of your feet touching it just sort of disintegrate the threads underneath it, and you just get this dust rising up around you. And you can see like the dirty carpet, or what was left of it rather, kind of just disintegrating as you walk, leaving behind perfect footprints behind you where everything you touched has sort of fallen apart. And you move into the foyer of this building. What do you do?
But yay!
You know, so Denrin, someday we're gonna bring a tapestry home intact.
I have my doubts.
Meanwhile, I'm just scanning for doorways that would line up best with where I know I need to go.
Sure.
I have my maul out and am ready to get crazy.
Okay.
I am investigating for anything peculiar.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Especially traps. You should look for the traps.
Well, perception if you want to look for traps.
Holland assists to give him advantage if he doesn't already have some kind of advantage.
Okay, there's that, and there's that. And then I will interpret for you in a moment whenever I pull up, pop out. Okay. So that's a natural 20 for the investigation, and the perception would be 22.
Yep. All right, so you look around, and other than the sort of strange overall look of the place and kind of like the rundown nature of it, you don't see anything too out of place. The thing that kind of strikes you as you look at it is that the only thing that seems to be really intact at this point is the stone. Everything else is sort of rotting and decayed. And as you kind of look further down the hall, the point where the lush carpeting or the rugs would have kind of laid upon the stone, the further you get into this foyer, the deeper into this house you go, the more that they are just sort of withered away. There's just a point where it's just bare stone going forward, and as you look at it, you can see that it's just almost this arc cutting across the rug as it goes through this foyer, where the rug stops, and there's this like almost pristine line just cut onto it where it's just gone.
I try to use Mage Hand to determine what type of... I would assume that's a trap indication, but just test it.
You're not seeing
out.
anything like mechanical or anything like that
What
in terms of like the
necromantic
stone.
energies look like around that border.
All you can see is that thin tendril and like almost directly underneath it. If you were like, if this arc indicates a sphere, like as you,
the center.
The center of the sphere is where that tendril is leading.
Got it. Okay. So it is a protective barrier, indication of a possibly deadly barrier?
Potentially, you're not sure.
So I'll point it out to everybody, the range and radius, if it were a sphere and it was touching down there.
Can you cast past that barrier?
Yeah, like, can I just throw dust in the air? Would that determine?
You can throw dust in the air. It doesn't seem to do anything. So, like, it
Okay,
floats
it
in
goes
the air
through.
and, like, goes through just fine.
It's
Well,
not wasting energy on inorganic stuff.
Can you push your hand through it, is what I'm saying. Not
Well,
your
can I shoot
physical
an
hand.
arrow at the phylactery from here?
No.
We don't see it.
The phylactery's underground somewhere.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, what's the barrier on then? Like the entrance?
The barrier is centered on something underground. It's just like this would be if you were to mark out a sphere, the radius or the arc of this point where everything has sort of like withered away and gone. The sphere would cut into this space here.
So
it's
the
the
line
topmost
that he's
point of the
defined,
sphere.
can we see it also on the wall?
I would say no, because like the walls, really all you're kind of seeing is like the stone or the marbles there. So there's nothing like, it's not like a cut, but
Okay. Then I guess I'll walk up to the edge of it.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. And then I'll walk.
okay. So you walk through, and as your foot kind of penetrates the space, the feeling of cold just races through your body, and you're not damaged, but just like the feeling of uncomfortableness, of wrongness, just sort of permeates you.
I rifle through the effects that I pulled off Chad's body, or Chad's possessions, and put on the Ring of Warmth.
Sure. You put on the Ring of Warmth, and you feel it as the energy sort of like thrums into your finger and into your hand. Like it starts to warm you up a little bit, but you still have this like overwhelming chill surrounding you.
Okay. Ticket to Creepy Town. All aboard?
I mean, you are Papa Pumpkin King.
I don't feel any different.
I'm worried about going in there.
How does a lich take to respawn? Find a new body?
I certainly don't fucking know. I do know we've given in an hour, though.
Let's
And I
not
think-
find out. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my vote.
I'm gonna cast resistance on myself because I can.
Oh, good and evil. Can you higher level that? Is that a spell that you can share?
No, resistance is cantrip.
It's cantrip. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of one that was a little higher level. I thought there was like resistance to good and evil or something.
There is,
There
but
is
that's
protection.
it's a protection spell.
That's
Yeah.
protection. This is just resistance.
Yeah.
This
I don't.
resistance. I thought resistance was concentration, but now that I'm looking at it,
I don't think there are any cantrips that are concentration.
Okay, it is in the book. It's not listed as concentration here. Well, anyways, I cast resistance on myself.
Oh yeah, concentration up to a minute. Totally is.
I will fix that later then.
Anyway, I saunter my ass in there and keep an eye on that pop.
Okay. So as you move into the space, again, the overall kind of like feeling of it is that the cold is just like running through you. That should be set up as concentration. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I'm bad at it.
It's okay. I have conference calls too.
Yeah. Can't roll. Yeah, it's concentration. 1 minute. And if it's not on your character sheet, it is in your the compendium browser. Anyway, so as you guys continue into this house, at the center of this, like as you move through this hall along the center path of it, the center of it opens up into a large hall, a place where some noble, maybe a duke or somebody of some power would have received people. It's obviously not as grand as a kingly hall. Nothing is as big as the main hall that you saw in Kinbarak. But it's a large hall with pillars on either side of marble, and at the end a dais raised and 2 marble thrones, low thrones, not with the high backs or anything like that, but something where somebody would sit to receive people. And the dust along the floor kind of indicates like there was some, like maybe tables, or maybe it was just carpeting or something, but you really can't tell. Kind of like throughout this space, maybe it was a feast hall, maybe it was a place where they gathered for family occasions, who knows. And as you kind of look at it, you can see, and Max, once again, like this is directly above whatever is the center point of that thread beneath you. You can see just on the floor itself, the totality of this space is enclosed in whatever sphere of cold wrongness kind of permeates this dwelling. And you can see, like on the ground, the various mosaic tiles and the intricate patterns that show what's going on, like the history of this dwarven house or clan. And you can see the artistry of it. And at the very, very center of it, as you kind of look very carefully, you can see there is one tile in this mosaic that is in fact a steel ring just set into the floor.
I take an eyeball at the map provided by the box to see if there is a chamber immediately below this.
There is. It looks like there's a spiral staircase immediately underneath.
Okay. Anyone think that there's a trap that's going to snap my arm off if I pull that ring?
Which pressure does it take to lift? I could use the mage hand. I can try with the mage. I'll try with the mage hand first and see if anything happens. How about?
So are you just going to try pulling the ring with the mage hand?
Yeah.
Okay. So as the hand kind of goes out in its sort of spectral energy, grasps this ring and starts pulling upwards on it, you see a thin, what looks to be silver chain kind of pulling taut behind it. And as it goes up about a foot and a half, you hear this noise coming from somewhere in the walls, and you hear the turning of stone gears on stone gears, this noise as the floor itself starts to open up, and you see a spiral staircase opening up just in the center of this space.
That's one pretty spoon, I say as I start walking down the stairs.
Pretty spoon. I'm not sure I understand the reference.
It's a commentary about dwarven craftsmanship.
I was like, I know Dendron is a spoon fanatic, but
yeah, no, I'm like, how is he? Is this a slight? Am I being slitted?
I think you are being slitted.
Well, this is their spoons. I prefer this, but like it's not necessarily casting an aspersion.
Okay.
I've seen you excel in your chosen field.
Okay.
Hey, can I? Is it cool if I take the lead on this one?
By all means. He
Alright.
steps to the side and gestures forward. Try not to
Alright,
get too
I'm
far
gonna-
ahead so I can warn you about the energy.
Yeah, I'll try to be kind of sneaky now, if possible, and be vigilant about traps and dangers
Sure.
and all sorts of things that might kill me in general.
Sure. As you kind of take the lead and kind of move ahead, you come down and start moving down the staircase. The stairs start winding down underneath the mansion above you, colder and colder and colder as you go. It takes a couple minutes as you are going down, as the cold just sort of like permeates your bones. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
As soon as it starts permeating my bones, it's time to go. 1 second. Saving throw. I think that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
So as you
15.
make your 15, so as you make your way down the stairs, and the cold starts getting into it, it starts like you can just feel your jaw clenching and your teeth start to chatter involuntarily. You do avoid any ill effects, but you get the sense that staying down here too long bears the potential problems of like exposure to cold, hypothermia, frostbite, that sort of thing. You might run into those kinds of issues should you stay down here too long. As you kind of continue to go, how far is everybody else behind him? Let me ask that question.
I try to keep him in sight because I want to be able to see if like there's any like obvious necromantic dangers that he might stumble into. So unless he like waves me off, like the distance I am behind him depends entirely on the curvature of the stair.
Okay.
I fashioned a crude papoose and attached Holland to the front of me, and then I am, I don't know, 15 feet behind Max, or I'm keeping Max in sight, but keeping a rear guard.
Okay. So
I have a question about the cold. Would a torch at all help with that, or no?
You're not sure. I mean, you could light one and see.
Well, anyway, I'll back up and tell him that the cold is biting here, so we either have to have measures, do this quick, or get me better Constitution saves, because I won't live long down here.
What is your Constitution save?
Not great. It is... I guess it's okay. It's 3.
Yeah, it's not bad. You're not the worst in the group.
Max frowns, pulls the ring off, and passes it to Dendron, nodding towards the child on his back.
Up front.
I think Holland has. He has got a 13 con.
Yeah, but is he proficient?
Oh, that I don't know. No, probably not. I mean, he's a bard. He's a bard, so no.
Yeah, so he narrowly beats out Helios for need of it.
Okay, so Holland will put the ring of warmth on. Are you guys all continuing forward?
I am, yeah.
All right. So as you all continue forward, I need everybody to make a Constitution save. I will give Holland advantage on that Constitution save. Dendron is golden. I already got you, Helios. You're fine.
Oh,
okay.
Oof.
He's got an advantage. Though.
I know, but it's still not great. If he didn't have advantage.
He's tucked in a little papoose around me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're gonna wrap him up in a blanket. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna need those rolls later. That sucks.
That does suck. Those are both very good rolls, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so you guys continue down the stairs.
DC 10 charisma save, probably.
Probably. So as you guys continue forward, the cold is just like radiating from this space underneath. The stairs wind down and they come into a cellar underneath the house. In the cellar, you can see there's a point where there was once a wooden trapdoor that has long since rotted away, that goes down into the depths here and potentially into the caverns by the looks of the box. You kind of look around the cellar itself and you can see that there were just like the barest hints of what was probably once wine racks or barrel racks, probably for ale or other alcohol that had once been the pride of this home. You kind of look around and just take in the space, and you can see that there are no other entrances than this spiral staircase that comes down from above, and the trapdoor that leads down into the tunnels or caverns below.
Well, I assume the trapdoor down is probably the thing we need to do based off of the map.
It seems to be, yes.
Okay. Anyone want to investigate the pull?
Yeah, I wanted to take a round to see if there were anything of note in here that if we missed it would be bad later.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Like all those spike strips they deployed behind us.
Yep.
And at minimum it is 15.
Okay. So as you kind of look around the space, the only thing you note is that like as you touch what remains of the racks and the other things that are here, they sort of crumble to dust, but the iron nails that are kind of left behind are basically untouched. They're not rusted, they're not in any way sort of degraded. So whatever.
You mentioned that?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. To Helios, like, does he mention that?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would find that incredibly curious. I would actually pick up a handful of those nails.
Sure. They looked to your IMAX just to be iron.
Is the general area around them well preserved, or is it just the nails?
Just the nails, because like what you had kind of noticed is like there's almost like a dust that seems like sawdust or just like the desiccated remains of something organic, and the nails are kind of just within that, and you can see sort of like the same thing with like what were once
kind of like coke or like for forging. It's some type of material that would be useful for making alloys, possibly.
Maybe, I don't know, it looks like iron.
Yeah, can we take that with us?
Yeah, Max has already taken some.
Oh, okay. Well, just whatever is convenient to take very quickly, I think.
Yeah, I just scooped up a handful of nails. I'm not expecting it to be.
Well, I meant the
useful.
It's in.
I think the dust is just supposed to be the what used to be wood of
Yeah,
the furniture.
Basically, yeah. I mean, there were once at one point racks here, and you can even see like in the dust and the remains on the ground, you can see the hoops of what were once on barrels, right? And those are also not degraded, So it's like anything that was metal or stone here seems to be fine, but anything that was in any way organic is completely degraded.
Cool. All right, let's.
Good old forces of anti-life. How are my compatriots looking as far as necromantic energy spiraling into them?
They look the same as they did back next to the nexus. So the same kind of like energy pulling off of them and heading directionally towards the nexus.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll try to quickly move forward towards the source. I feel like the longer we stay, the longer we'll be making checks.
Yeah, I only stopped so you could
Yeah.
try to pull the doorknob.
Okay. Yeah, I'm testing it with the mage hand, moving on, being as careful as possible, doing every thief trick not to get killed, but still going quickly.
Sure. So as you guys move down the, you go up to the once trap door, and you can see there's a set of stairs, sort of more crudely cut into it, into the ground here than the stairs that you came down. The spiral is just a straight staircase. It goes down probably like 15-20 feet, and you kind of make your way towards a series of what looks to be like an open cavern. And at the center of this cavern, you can see it's just sort of like about 40-foot diameter ish. And at the center of it, as these stairs kind of come down and kind of cut into the wall of it, there's a sort of natural looking raised pedestal almost, upon the center of which there is a golden egg shaped item, sort of like glimmering. And Max, you can sort of just see like the necromantic energy swirling around this egg, just like pooling in, and the thread that you have been kind of following goes directly to it. But as you kind of look and in the space, you can also see there's this like just faint shimmering iridescence from about 10 foot away from this thing, kind of cutting into this space. This room itself is just frigid. You can see your breath as you come in here. And coming down from someplace like a hot jungle, this is a very strange moment for you.
As soon as I saw like that, the shimmering 10 feet away from the orb, like I said, hold up. Helios, be prepared to not move, but see if you can move that orb with your arcane hand.
Okay. Yeah, 25 feet away or so, I'll touch it with the hand.
Okay, so you cast your mage hand and it goes forward. And Max, you can kind of see like as soon as it crosses this barrier, the mage hand just completely dissipates.
Yeah, there's something going on right there. I'm real curious as to what it would do to me specifically, but not so incredibly curious that I want to try it right away.
Well, do you have just like a necromantic bead or something that you could toss in there and see what happens?
Well, I mean, it would be a blast of necromantic energy on a bunch of dead stuff. Probably not much.
Fire then?
That is what I was thinking of. But is there anything else of note in this room?
That is it. That's the only thing in here.
Okay, so pedestal in the middle, gold egg, super dangerous.
My mentality is destructive right now. Just
no, I'm inclined to think the same, and I pull out the fire lance and just start tapping.
Ooh, my oath bow, is it attached to the phylactery?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't think so, because the phylactery is an object, not a creature. And I think as far as your oath was concerned, the creature's dead.
Ah, this is my sworn enemy.
To be fair, it started out pretty dead.
That is true. It's true.
Got a point.
It's true. What are you guys doing?
Oh no, I'm throwing fireballs at it.
Okay, so you're gonna chuck a fire bead at the center?
No, well, specifically, I'm using a fire lance.
Right. Okay, so you pull out the fire lance.
Oh, actually, I will use the stream version because that lasts for a few rounds.
Okay, so you pull out the lance and you dial it up to fire out a stream of fire towards this golden egg-shaped thing in the center of the room. you watch the flame as it comes out of the lance. As soon as it hits that barrier, it's just gone. Nothing happens beyond it. It's not like it's like flaring out around it. It's just like it stops.
Okay, well, that shit doesn't like magic. I pull out my pocket knife, which is also balanced for throwing, and whip it at the egg.
Sure. And as you flip out your knife and you throw it at the egg, go ahead and make me just a, I don't know.
An attack roll?
Yeah, sure.
It would effectively be the same as a javelin because it's a thrown weapon.
Sure, that's fine. Okay. So as you throw it, the knife goes end over end. It goes straight through the barrier. It comes, bing, hits that egg in the center, careens off of it, lands on the floor just to the side.
Okay, well, good to know.
I'll declare it my sworn enemy and take a shot at it.
I don't think your magic's gonna work on it as soon as the arrow goes through the hole.
You're going to declare this item your sworn enemy? I don't think it works that way.
Okay.
I think an
your
oath bow.
thoughts,
I think an oath bow
hold on,
requires a
wait.
creature.
All right, so it's a 10-foot field.
Yeah, seems about 10 foot or centered 10 foot around this
You know
this
who
golden
hasn't
egg.
been doing much stuff? Didn't get to do much in the battle due to lack of strength and hiding in a rope.
And Holland's like,
The guy with the spell magic and spell.
I'm not sure how well that's gonna work against a null magic.
You know, your non-magical dagger bounced off of a. And correct me if I'm wrong.
Bounced off of a metal sphere.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it bounced off of.
No.
It went straight through the shimmery wall that
Yeah.
I think only I can see.
yeah,
Question
nobody
mark?
else sees it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. There's a shimmery wall that's been like where all of our stuff seems to stop working.
Oop.
I do like your flavor on that.
I added that.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't put that many exclamation points and question marks there. But
All right, I'm not.
It's
really
2
worried.
question marks and 1 exclamation point. It's nothing.
You guys are all responding to something that I can't see.
oh, all right, Oxford.
It's an interrobang
Guys,
and a question mark. That's it.
Guys, what? I'm not.
Oh, it's my flavor text on my rifle.
Yeah. Do you know?
I tried to shoot it, by the way.
Attack?
That was, yeah.
So you fired the rifle at it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So as you fire the rifle, the light penetrates through the shell, and just glances off of the egg. Doesn't seem to do anything to it.
Okay, I regret shooting that in a enclosed space. Sorry, everybody. But nobody understands me. Except for maybe Holland.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, well, this is why we have things called rope. I pull out some silk rope and I start fashioning a lasso.
Oh, you're gonna try to lasso it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to lasso the egg.
Okay.
I mean, I'll feel a lot better about dealing with that thing when it's not in there and it's.
Can
in
I take a shot at it with the bow? Maybe the type of damage is a deterrent, and piercing is the way to go.
I don't know. If you want, you can take a shot. I'm not gonna stop you.
I kind of do. Well, I was asking if anybody objected.
Go for it.
Okay.
This will take me a second.
Then I'm going to thorn whip after the bow shot.
I'm
Piercing.
absolutely certain the whip will dissolve as soon as it hits that barrier.
Yeah. So the arrow, you fire, the arrow goes through the barrier, and again, just sort of bing, careens off of the egg.
Okay, was there any inertia on the egg? Was there any transfer of force?
Doesn't seem to have moved at all. It didn't even like nick or damage the outside of it. The thorn whip. So as you cast it, you can see, and as it touches this sort of like 10-foot sphere area, it just vaporizes. Yeah. So it's like the magical effect of that thorn whip doesn't do anything.
All right. So how do we use the lasso? Is my next question.
That's a good question. I would say lassos.
Wait, are we just like one room away from where the rock?
What's that?
We're just like one room down from where the wine racks were, right?
Yes.
So they have like little bands of metal from the dissolved barrels, like the hoops.
Mm-hmm. Those are there.
Yeah. Rather than making a lasso, I like run back up and grab a couple of those and just tie the rope onto it. This seems easier. More my.
Oh, nice. How large is this sphere, by the way?
You look at it, and it's probably, I don't know, like a foot around, but it's like egg-shaped. It's not a sphere.
Okay, and seems to be very heavy or able to stop inertia?
It's either heavy or it's real stuck there.
Yeah. It looks like, like solid gold. So, if you took a foot,
so probably
if you took like a foot diameter, if you took like a foot diameter egg and made it out of solid gold, yeah, it would be pretty heavy.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm down here. I got my hoop. I got my rope. I've got my rope affixed to my hoop, and I just try to hoop.
Okay. Go ahead and make. What?
Can I do this?
Do what?
Or wait, damn it, I messed it up. A knock.
Knock? No, knock wouldn't do anything.
It's magical or non-magical.
Let me clarify. It appears to be in like an anti-magic shell. Like your spell list will not make things better here.
All right, so
other creativity is welcomed, but your spell lists are almost certainly not the answer in this situation.
Well, we could always just walk over to it and pick it up.
I'm just concerned about all of the magical items I'm wearing and not wanting to walk around essentially naked in this room.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I too wouldn't want to do that.
So yeah, I just try to hoop it. Is this going to be like a thrown weapon attack? Or
yeah, I think
else?
it's like an improvised thrown weapon attack.
So essentially just a strength check? Or
Dex.
Am I proficient?
I think it's Dex check, and you wouldn't be proficient.
Yeah, no, I look back and forth, and I hold the end of the rope, but I hand the hoop over to Helios.
Yeah, just tie 2 ropes onto it, and we will be on either end, and just pull it off of the pedestal pretty easy.
Well, we could.
Yeah,
fine.
Move the rope to the other side, and I will pick it up, and we'll both walk it over there for a DC 5 hardness to get it on there.
Then I gotta cut my rope. Fine. I
think I have a rope too.
And then
I started with the dungeoneering.
Okay. Well, then you tie your rope on the other side. We just walk to either side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you tie the rope on either side of this hoop that once went on the barrel.
Strength 6, so somebody better get on this.
Yeah, Dundren, you might want to take it.
I hop on the rope as well.
And you guys go on opposite sides of the sphere, kind of bring the rope out over the top of the egg, lift it up as high as you can. Max, you lift it up quite high. Dendron, not so high. And you bring the rope down, and the hoop kind of settles down around the egg shape. And then you try to pull it off of the pedestal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay. So you pull, And as you pull on it, Max, the weight of this thing just feels immense. Probably heavier than even gold of this volume would be. You yank on the rope and you feel the hoop kind of like hit the gold, and it just like it winds up feeling like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 pounds, 1,500. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
I've got people on the other side.
He has
Is that an
10, or
advantage?
shouldn't he get? Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean,
give excellent
you can
athletics
all
advice.
sort of pull on the rope, and I will give you advantage. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, even with my terrible thing.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Max
yeah,
Max
Helios
is the one
better at
pulling.
this.
Why is Helios better at this?
Because he's reliable.
I have double specialization in athletics, so it's still way better than everyone.
Yeah, he's just got the technique.
And
I
yeah,
guess.
also a flat 10 on top of that. So yeah.
Sure. We'll take the 26.
I guess I should have been helping. I thought
So-
it was going to be a strength check.
Athletics is a strength check.
Yeah, but it's
Well-
also he can be proficient at it. And
Yes.
he can
Yes,
be double
there it is.
proficient at it, and he
Yeah.
can be reliable with it.
Right.
Very different than a straight strength check.
Sure. Okay, so you kind of set your feet on the ground and kind of work the rope around your waist and like lean your weight back into it, and you see the egg as it sits on this sort of like stone pedestal rock, and you
As it's rocking,
Ease.
I'm watching the edge of that shimmer real close. Because if the egg starts moving and then the shimmer moves, I need to make everyone fully aware of that.
go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, well, that's not my favorite thing in the world.
Can I also do that? I
No.
think I would be.
You don't see it. You don't see what he's seeing. Okay, so it's hard to say if it's shimmering because it's shimmering or it's shimmering because it's moving. Because like the initial pulls, as he kind of pulls on it, like it
So I
maybe
can't tell
moves.
anything from the wobble is the issue.
Yeah, the wobble doesn't tell you a whole lot. You get the feeling like you're not going to be able to tell until this thing comes off the pedestal.
Yeah, at least if it starts moving, that's when I'll know if I need to get away from it, and I'll say get away from it to everybody else if it actually starts moving.
Yeah. So, but like you can't say from like the initial tugs whether or not the field is coming with the egg or if it's centered around the space.
Are you sharing these thoughts with us, Max?
I
Well,
would
I
be
mean, I
sharing
would
thoughts of
definitely-
the safety of what we're doing. I mean,
I don't know that
I
he
mean,
has time.
I'm not intending to hide it from you. It's just like I'm watching for this because if it is a thing, then I will tell you. If it's
Of
not a
course.
thing,
If it's a thought that you are having and you make it known, I will take a specific action.
yeah.
I just don't know that
field
he
moving
has
was intuitive.
time
Like,
to tell you that.
well, okay, yeah, that would be the time for you to make a ruling on that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think
The
like
important thing to know is I'm holding to say back away from it as quick
sure.
as I can.
Yeah, I mean, and again, you're not sure if it's. You're just not sure. You're looking at it going, oh, it's just wobbling there. Like the question is like whether you would think to say, guys, maybe we should be back from this or not. And I'll leave that to you. You've got like, I think you've got your 6 seconds to make a vocal thing. You know, you could say we should probably stand back, or you're just looking at it going, I don't know if that's moving or not, and it's not saying anything. That's
I'll
up to
say
Max.
try to stay more than 10 feet away from it if we get it moving.
Myself, I'm sorry. Why do you say that?
And as you say that, Dendron,
If it starts moving, I'm
Helios leans back into it, and the egg just sort of pulls off of its little pedestal and starts
run to those stairs.
lopping towards the ground. And now, Max, you can see that as it like moves quickly and heavily, the shimmering field around it moves with the egg.
Field in motion.
I run towards the stairs.
yeah, I will also back away from it.
I don't back away. I run full force towards the stairs.
Okay. the egg comes off of the pedestal, lands on the ground with this heavy impact. It doesn't bounce. It doesn't move at all once it's on the ground. It just like solidly hits. And
Starting to feel like we should have blown this place up from space.
Well, always nice to know in retrospect.
okay,
So,
Dendron is up the stairs with Holland in his papoose.
Can we slowly? Is this spherical? Is it?
It's egg. It's ovoid. It's an egg shape.
Okay, so awkward to move, but it's still rollable.
Ish.
Yeah.
I mean, your only purchase on it right now is a barrel hoop that is loosely around it.
Okay, but it stopped moving, right?
Yeah, no, it hit the ground hard and did not roll, did not do anything.
Okay, so at this point,
if you have specific magic items, you don't want to.
Well, no. I said like now that we've had this moment, and we know that the field is linked to it, I will further engage with an insightful thing that Helios said earlier. I'll grab a hoop in one hand and I'll pull a necromantic bead out, and I'll walk up to, I guess, the far side of the field and get real close, and I'll kind of like just drop that forward a little bit into it.
Yeah,
we should
back up further.
Yeah, by being on the opposite
wall.
side of
guys,
that
if you
field,
guys have any,
you're automatically out of range.
I'm muted. No, I'm not.
I get
No, you're
further
not.
out of range.
If you guys have any any magical items that you don't want to risk possibly short-circuiting in a non-magic zone, give them to me. I'll gladly go sit upstairs.
Understood. Anyways, so yeah, I drop that bead.
I go upstairs and wait for a call.
Okay. So you're dropping what now?
I drop a necromantic bead, the kind that explode with the fireball effect, into the field. Like I have it up high, and I just give it enough momentum forward so that it'll definitely hit the ground inside that field.
Sure.
Yeah, and that should automatically bring it. Like nobody else will be in the range if it explodes except for me.
Okay.
Because of where I've positioned myself.
So you throw the bead and it kind of through the air and lands just inside the field, just to the point where you know that you're the only one to be in the radius of the effect. Go ahead and roll the damage on that, please.
Sure. Oh, right. I have to have the game up in order to do that.
You do. Yeah, it's a thing.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
No.
That's one.
Can I right click it?
You can.
How does that work?
Just in the chat, just /R and then the number of D6, or you can at the very bottom on the left, there's that D20 looking icon. You can roll a specific number of dice there, up to 5. But if you hit D6,
yeah, it's up to 5 is
D5.
wise. Anyways, 86,
22. Okay. Okay, so the and as you look at it, Max, you see the bead as it in and of itself goes through the barrier without a problem, lands on the ground just outside of it, and you see this brief flash of necromantic energy, and it all sort of is pulled inside of the egg.
Okay, so it still detonates. So being inside didn't disable it. Damn it. Oh, I know what I'll do. So yeah, I walk up to the edge of that barrier.
Mm-hmm.
I place another necromantic bead on the floor, and I roll it into the shimmering.
Okay.
I lightly roll it across the barrier.
Okay.
In fact, I push it across with the other hoop I had because I brought 2 down.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, nothing seems to happen. I then use the hoop to pull it back out.
Okay.
And then I turn and I throw it against the wall where no one else is.
Ah, I see what you're doing. It works just like you would expect.
Okay, good. Huh. I grab a oof, and I stick my hand past the field.
As you reach your hand out towards the field,
Yeah.
the second you come up to it, it's like there's a solid wall between you and it.
Okay, so anti-magic and anti-life. All right. We got this. It looks like gold, right?
Yeah, it looks like gold.
Crush it.
We could crush it. I was thinking melt it, actually.
Yeah, nice.
I'm betting mundane fire works just fine. We just don't have any
prestidigitation for the win.
if only.
Do we have anyone have any alchemist fire or anything like that?
Don't you have fire beads? There are fire beads left in this.
They are magical.
Those are magical.
Yeah.
This is a stone chamber, right?
That's correct.
Nothing
Yeah,
here to help us, right?
it's all stone. Yeah.
Well, hey, Dendron,
Yep.
you got any more L3 left?
L3
Spells.
Oh,
Can you cast Wall of Stone again?
I do not have any level 3. I am down to my level 2s.
You're burned out of 4s and 5s too?
All the way up.
Okay.
It's almost like you guys had a hard fight.
Going hard earlier in the day.
You know, there was a thing I had to take care of.
But,
And there was some scrying and oh man.
for a while yet.
Well, no. Back to the top of the oh no, I can't get through. God damn. All right, so we can collapse the chamber on it, which might bury it in a way that makes it impossible for us to get to. So I don't think that's a great idea. I think we should try to burn it, but we need fuel. I don't have anything on me that will easily make fuel. We've not seen much in the way of wood or other. Well, okay, we haven't seen any. Wait, dwarves, furnace room, coal. Dendron, find a furnace room. Get me some coal.
I pop out of the. Oh, I pop. Blocked a little.
Uh-huh. You do a little break-in.
And
Yeah.
I start looking at neighboring houses
Sure.
for burnables, coal, such.
Well, no, coal.
Coal is an organic
Coal would be
substance.
considered organic. It wouldn't have been destroyed by this kind of accelerated decay field. Like, if this is a large place, it might either have like a forge or just like heating, either of which could be done with coal. That seems like okay. We went through a lot of ruins in Kimberock. Is this an outlandish concept?
It is not.
For dwarven ruins.
It is not.
Okay.
That being said, coal is definitely organic.
Yeah, everything's organic if you let it sit long enough. I don't think it's I don't think it is organic using D&D logic.
Oh, you're entirely right. But I just don't want someone to say that coal is.
It's a rock.
Feel
I
they
mean,
can get away with it.
it's just a chunk of carbon. I don't know that carbon decays. It has a half-life, but
I'm just being an ass.
that's my job.
I believe that is all of our jobs. Damn it! Have you talked to any of us?
I'd prefer to think of myself as an enthusiast.
All right. Anyways, I start looking around for coal, looking for any place where. Got it. Yes, I just got the gnat that has been trying to fly down my throat for the last hour.
Okay, make an investigation check, Dendron.
All right, and with
And you have a little guy on your
Holland will help you. You're like, So
I mean,
tired.
is Holland better at
Actually, no,
investigating?
So tired.
Holland should be. Holland
The
is guiding
investigator.
me. I'm Blaster. He is Master.
Okay. It takes you a little while. It takes you a little while, but you do find, as you kind of go up and then back into the mansion, you do find an area where there is, a furnace and a boiler kind of set up, and you get the impression that whatever this is, it provided hot water into various portions of the mansion, and there is a stockpile of coal nearby.
All right. So, I bring that over.
All right.
Throw it down the stairs.
Are
Okay.
you just afraid of the room now?
He is afraid of the room, as Dendron will always be of everything dwarven.
I know my people.
Do you?
I don't actually know my people.
You don't know your people. Not in the
I've
least.
seen a lot of different types of my people. And all of them are scary.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we gonna need? Keep on bringing coal. We're gonna need as much of it as you can get down here. All right, Helios. Here's what I'm thinking. And I start pushing the coal into a pile a little bit further back in the room.
Mm-hmm.
First, we're going to need to get a coal bed, and then we're going to need to assemble something that we can use to blow air over it. It's going to be a lot more difficult given a 10-foot apparatus. Unless, wait, there might be bellows back up there. Go see if you can get the bellows, and I'll start
Do I find any bellows with the coal room?
You do find bellows, but they are at this point just a hinge and the remains of wood and the remains of some leather.
Yeah, leather is not going to do well here.
Mending? You have mending?
Oh, yeah, I think I might. I have mending.
Mending would be great if they were broken.
They're not broken. They're
if it's
completely
just been
decayed.
turned into a hinge. Yeah, no, you might.
You can see it once was a bellow because it has the tip and a hinge, but the wood is basically dust. The leather is basically dust.
I just keep on trying to bring down productive things.
Yeah, Helios, can you go run to any of the other ruins and see if you can find a bellows real quick? Mark?
I suppose I could try to find something. Can we just not use a palm pound or something? It takes a lot of extra effort, but wandering around ruins alone, especially ones like this, seems really dangerous.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, we did just take out the alpha nasty thing here.
Yeah, but
You
a
can be sneaky
position
and running and misty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I don't know. My constitution saves aren't great, and if one of us were to get possessed, it would be really, really bad if we were split up.
Fair enough. We do not have time to be fucking wandering around, though. Okay, I'll go with you. Dendron, keep bringing this down. Make a pile of it at the base of the stairs if you can.
Like what I was saying, the bellows are just an efficient way to do something like that. It would just take more
manpower. Kind of a thing here, Max says it as he walks the fuck out of there.
Alright.
I'm concerned about how much time we've spent so far. And it's not just because of liches popping back. We have other shit to do in the next, 35 hours?
Yeah, you've got a day.
These are long days, right?
What's that?
The days on this world are longer than I'm used to, right?
They're 32 hours.
32 hours. Yeah, we've got things to do in the next 50 hours.
Yeah, I'm saying it's physically possible to do it without a bellows. You can.
I'm sure it is. It's faster if you have bellows, though.
But we don't. we would have to go find them. It
Yeah,
seems like an extra step.
Okay, you can be bitching at me the entire time while I walk out of this place and look for it. And this was not the only undestroyed house, correct?
Yeah, no. There are plenty of like homes and mansions and other things in this neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay. So I just pop out, or even if while walking out I see oh wait, no, the doors were all fucked up too, and the doors were outside the field.
Yep. It's been a
Never
while.
mind.
That's the thing. Is like
We're gonna have to do without it. So, yeah,
Is this the
we'll just make a fan.
by the way?
We'll do.
The field?
I'm sorry.
It's
What?
not the file.
What was that, Mark?
Is the file?
It
Right.
is. Did we determine that the necromantic energy was going to this
Yes.
thing? And
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, no. He stops at like I don't know the next stairwell after the first one. Around that like the second hinged door. He's like, God damn it! And he's like, you're right. We'll just make a fan.
Okay.
And then goes back and starts piling coal into like a little nest that we can roll it into.
Okay.
Lights it up.
So you pile the coal up. Dinrin has been spending all this time sort of like dragging like armloads and satchel loads of coal down the stairs. You've got a pretty sizable pile. You get it on fire, and the warmth of it, it's pretty nice warmth. It's still not enough to break through the chill of the place, in that you are still slightly cold, but you're not like freezing to death cold. As you kind of pile it up and get it going, you start fanning it, and it starts blazing as hot as it possibly can. You start pulling the egg towards the fire, yeah?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I probably would have gotten them ignited, pulled the egg towards the fire, and then started fanning it after it was in there, because I don't want it to be going so fast, the fire going so fast that it burns the ropes.
Sure.
Yeah, and you don't really want to roll something huge into a bonfire. That's kind of inconvenient also.
Yeah, could also be quite dangerous.
Quite dangerous.
So yeah, I just want them to be lit enough so that I'm not trying to light something at range.
Okay.
Without magic.
Okay. So you get the fire going as boldly and as brightly as you can, and you start pulling the egg on the rope with the hoop around it towards the heat of the flame, pulling it. It is closer and closer and closer, and ultimately you roll the egg up on top of the coals as they burn. You watch as the gold starts to get luminescent where it touches the coals, where it turns white, and then starts to like melt away.
Back a little bit.
Start to melt away.
The stairs, by the way.
And as it melts, you start to see the egg deform, the shape of it becoming less perfect, the gold starting to run out in rivulets along the ground, cooling almost as soon as they get away from the center of the coal pile that you have built up for this fire. And the gold starts to melt and melt and melt. And as it deforms and starts to melt, you start to see it pull away from a fist-sized opal in the center of it. And the flame and the fire lick up around this opal, and the gold kind of melts away.
I'll take a shot at the opal.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and make it a bow instead of a gun.
Okay.
Since we're still indoors. Seems classier.
You fire the oath bow. The arrow goes towards the opal. It hits, falls to the side, and the arrow is just almost instantly vaporized by the heat of the coal fire.
Cool. I think your gun might be better here. I say as I ignite my shield.
Okay, I will Shadam bam.
Okay. You take aim at it, and the bolt of energy flies forward and pushes the opal just to the side and almost out of the coal fire. It does not seem to have damaged it at all.
Oh shit.
I'm trying not to chew on here. Come downstairs and I cast a simple heal spell. I guess I talk to the guys first.
A simple what?
So this reflects the anti-life of that lich, right? Dark nexus of its necromancy. I think that if I were to cast a heal spell on the opal, it might be what needs to crack it.
I mean, there's still an anti-magic field around it.
That is correct.
I don't know. Would I know if
you want to just
opals
stoke
can
the
be
fire?
damaged by heat?
I don't know. Make an engineering check.
Hey, that's a thing I actually have.
We could dry them out and they'll crack. Opals are really shitty, actually. Choice for a phylactery.
Well,
They
I mean,
need
it was a little bit.
constant care. Actually, the fire would destroy an opal. Just
So, as you think about it, you're thinking, the opal itself, probably not. In that it's a form of stone. It might damage it if you put something wet or cold on it, but in and of itself, probably not.
Oh, fuck.
like the differential expansion thing where it would
Yeah.
crack itself.
Yeah.
Hey, remember those 4 flasks that I filled with refreshing water?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that sounds like a splash attack to me.
Oh wait, I have the spell wouldn't work. I was gonna say I could throw a cold.
Actually,
cantrip on
it would be nice, but I don't want to try. How high is the ceiling in this room?
The ceilings here are about 10 feet.
Oh, that's pushing it. That's pushing it real bad.
Yeah, it's just like
We could
barely a
dive
foot
in.
above Helios's head.
Yeah, really, really, really. Yeah.
Well, I hand one of the vials to Helios and said, if you can, maybe you can drop this on the opal. And then, I just start winding up with another one.
Yeah, if the opal's within 30 feet, I just pour it directly onto the opal.
Well, the thing is, you have to get it over the anti-magic field.
Yeah.
And there's only 10 feet of clearance in here, and it's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
So right about the time it's going to force your hand to dissipate is when you're going to drop the thing up there, which should be reasonably good as a sighting mechanism if you're slow about it. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and throw mine at the same time.
Okay, just make
Okay,
me
can
dex check.
I'll just time it with you and throw it at the same time as you. How about if it's a
Just
check that is
straight dex
athletics
checks.
or acrobatics?
Straight dex checks.
Straight dex. Okay. Wow. Bring up my character sheet because I forgot to keep it open. Dex. Oh wait, that was the.
That's
save.
the save. The other
Sorry.
one. There you go. Wow, about the same. Okay, so Max, you kind of lob yours at it, and it kind of cracks and splashes on the ground next to it, and almost instantly you see the hissing and spittering of the water as it hits the coal. And
Yeah, I immediately shield my face. I know what's going to happen.
the steam kind of just rises up and starts filling the space. And as you shield your face, you just this blast of steam energy kind of pushes past you. Helios, your aim is a little bit more correct, and it lands right on top of the opal, and the heated opal starts to shimmer and crack, and you start to see these fissures pouring across it.
Yeah, I started to drag Max up the stairs then.
Okay. Max, are you allowing Helios to drag you upstairs?
I mean, I'll go with him if he's concerned about it.
Okay.
I kind of think we should lay into the damn thing.
I
but
need.
I'm definitely fascinated by the necromancy.
Yeah, and you start to see like this buildup of necromantic energy coming.
Oh, then I would definitely be backpedaling.
Okay, so the two of you I need you both. I know that Dendron and Holland are already upstairs, so I need Helios and Max maybe index saving throw.
Oh, did I already do that, or do you want me to do it?
I mean, I'll take that 11 if you want to give it to me.
Is this the kind I can use my shield
Recall is what I was saying. It did make that roll.
I mean, do you want me to take the 11? I'll take the 11.
Hell no.
Do you think you can do better? See, there you go. Okay. So
to answer your question,
no. Okay. I mean, I'll take the 11. But if you would prefer to have a 26,
I rolled a 20 on it.
Okay, so Helios grabs Max and starts pulling him up the stairs.
This build of necromancy fine.
And this pouring of necromantic energy just explodes out. Max, you take no damage.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Helios, you take 45 points of necrotic damage as this wave of necrotic energy pours across you.
Is this something that my thief stuff interferes with or not?
Oh,
it's your uncanny.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Actually, your evasion. Evasion.
Oh,
yeah.
Evasion. Ah.
It's 0 though.
Yeah. You saved. So your evasion takes no damage as this massive.
In front of me because he's durable. I just
Yeah, exactly. And you guys.
That was why I was scaring you.
Exactly.
You do see me take like a full wave of horrendous.
You're like, how did you know I had a bulletproof vest?
Exactly.
And I'm like, you had a bulletproof vest?
Exactly. I mean, yeah. Excellent. So you guys roll up the top of the stairs as this just massive wave of necrotic energy pours out of this cellar. And the opal seems cracked, lifeless. The thread dissipates and wanes. And I think
the anti-magic shell stay up?
No, it's
Do
gone.
I still see that shimmer?
It's gone.
I go for a high five.
No, you get it. I don't leave you hanging. Hey,
Yeah.
grab the opal.
The opal's cracked. It's
Yeah,
split.
No,
It's
I
just
know it's
shards of
cracked.
opal.
Well, get me a handful of that shit. I'm not above trophies.
Well, I already have Dracolich parts.
Yeah, I know, but that's the Dracolich right there.
Yeah, I guess undead parts would be a delightfully ironic thing. Sold as parts.
Yeah. All right.
The long life of a lich.
I just don't want to walk over there and scoop a handful up, given the state of the room.
All right.
Yeah, I'll put some in a jar with my mage hand and seal
Sure.
it and give it to him.
Sure. And I think
Can
that's
I rifle the area as well?
you can look. I think that's probably where we'll end it for tonight.
One less thing, you know?
Yeah.
Is what Max says as he looks back over to Helios.
Yeah, good. I wanted the chance to kill him twice because he killed me once.
He did. Excellent. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for playing.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good
that was a
one.
good.
Well, on the way back, I pick up some Dracolich
Chitin? Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
No,
the
I'd
photo
be
actually
interested.
adds to the aesthetic too.
Yeah, although I'm still kind of curious as to, is that like a derpy owl statue? Like middle right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I see it, kind of abstract art.
It looks like
Or
an owl of some
our
sort.
Picasso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Art Picasso, the Chicago Picasso.
Yeah. What that? They're
Oh.
what? It's an orangutan, isn't it?
I have, baboon, I would guess. But
Baboon.
I just thought of it as a sculpture before now. But yeah, probably.
It does have the face of the
Yeah.
Picasso.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. It's a good game.
Thank you.
Good game.
When that happens, does anything different happen with the necromantic energies via the key?
It does not, no.
Okay.
So, tactically, guys, do you want to go back to the node and have you take it over and become a god man?
I'm not sure that hasn't already happened, actually.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out later. Good game, David.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
thanks,
will
guys.
say, to Holland, tell Tess we got the node.
Sure. So Holland will take care of that sending ASAP. Although he still needs a long rest pretty bad.
Yeah. I'll handle all the rest of it. We'll do our walkout next session, I assume.
Yeah.
Man. 90 damage would have just killed me again, too.
Yeah, woulda.
It would have made me feel real bad if I wasn't immune to it.
Yeah. I like the
That's,
idea that I just put you in front of me and you were fine. You're like, cool.
So we walk out of the building, can it just explode behind us?
Yeah, you can do that. You can put on your sunglasses and walk away. Sure.
Excellent.
Nice.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. And we'll do this again next week, I hope.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
All right, guys.
Have a good week.
You too. Bye now.
Keep it safe, keep it secret, everyone.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.